Disclaimer, fair use act, education purpose use only. All right, image and music clip belong to their perspective owner and we do not claim ownership. Hey man, y'all know when it comes to the KENNEKA Jenkins case? When it comes to the KENNEKA Jenkins case, everybody know Tony and Vet Evans' name was coming up, right? Tony and Vet Evans' name was popping up in the KENNEKA Jenkins case. You heard the story. You even heard the narrative. Man, when I say boy, I'm finna bust some bubbles with this one. What if I show y'all proof that Antonio and Vet Evans still alive? Antonio and Vet Evans is still alive. Hi y'all. Let's wait everybody to get on up in this John. Come on in. Come on in. We got plenty of room, goddammit. Man, Drake ain't love y'all, man. You heard me. Man, look, is Antonio and Vet Evans right now is trending right now on this TikTok and Instagram stuff? Is she trending right now, right? Check this out, right? You want to know why she would be trending right now? You know what I'm saying? The people talking, bringing her back up, right? Matter of fact, people bringing her back up, right? Like, why? Why people would bring her back up at a time like this? Cause she's still alive. And guess what she get? Guess what she doing? Like Miss Teresa. Same thing Miss Teresa got going on. She got the same. When I tell y'all these folks in the lawsuits, mm-hmm. Why did y'all check this out? First, you gotta listen to this. Antonio and Vet Evans is still alive. I want y'all to hear this shit. Watch this, y'all.
Monifa and them real addresses and shit out there. And
Yeah.
Charles said, yeah. Then this dude, and Charles said, this dude, Chirac boy came.
The whistleblower. He the whistleblower.
Yeah, listen, bro, he knew it. Listen, Marco, just put it here. You remember we was talking to Everpedia on the phone? What Chosen say like he knew Duke every. So you mean to tell me we could put Barbara's story on there and Teresa's story? He knew it, bro. Everpedia. If Everpedia behind the whole lick, bro, and they gonna get the money off the whole KENNEKA story and Chosen the editor for him, why wouldn't he know everything that happened? Everything. He knew Miss
Look.
Barbara. He probably brought Miss Barbara in to play. I mean, he probably put the whole fucking.
Look. Make a long story short, gang. Barbara Evans is still alive. They got a narrative like, man, this lady first narrative that she was in witness protection program. Y'all remember the witness protection program? Y'all remember when King Rob was trying to find her and all this? Then I was looking in research and I was like, man, look, y'all heard the narrative talking about witness protection program, and I'm like, so is she dead or what? So I'm trying to figure this out. Then you got Chosen King with the grandmama coming there because her grandmama named Barbara. Her daughter's name is Tony and Vet Evans. See what I'm saying? And that's Miss Teresa friend. That's Miss Teresa friend, right? Look, watch this. Check this out. Let me show y'all this right quick. Let me make sure I got it set up right. Matter of fact, I can go to this right quick. Look, hold on. Let me go to this. Right here. Hold up. Right there. I'm finna show y'all proof right here. Bam. Look. Right. Antonia Levette Evans. Antonia Levette Evans. Watch this. This your proof of life. She is 56 years old and was born in 69. Antonio Vet Evan lives in Chicago, previously city, including Los Angeles. Huh. And guess who she gonna be connected to? To the Davidson family. Right? Hold up. Matter of fact, let's go to this. Here go her lawsuit. Keep this in mind. This the right one. Look when this lawsuit was filed by Antonia and Vet Evans. A lawsuit filed. Right? And this in California. And y'all remember when I told y'all, I said, man, look, I done linked KENNEKA other page back to California, bruh. It's on my live videos. The lady got a lawsuit, bruh. Look what the lawsuit is about. Antonio and Vet Evans. You know what I'm talking about? Ed Harvey, right? You know what I'm talking about? Look, Department of North Hills in Los Angeles. Case management, right? Boom, look. They go to address, boom, boom, boom. You know, San Antonio Vet Evans, active. Active. Yeah, active, right? Booyah. Then look, Los Angeles, same one from Chicago, Los Angeles, Payal. Then look what her name was. Antonia Levette Evans, right? Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. San Pedro got addresses, stuff like that. Boom, you know what I'm talking about. And then once you go, look, boom, and you would be like, go to the family tree. That's how you see all link back to the Davidsons. Back to the Davidsons, right? The Davidsons, right? All right. And then look, and I went here. Watch this phone book record. Look, she is known for Antonio Levette Evans, aka C. Evans, David Antonio Evans Davis. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hmm. Whoa. Her a dishwasher. And Elle Rose. And she known as Ann. Look. She also go by the name of Ann, you know what I'm talking about? Annie, you know what I'm talking about? Hold up. No, name, you know what I'm talking about? All right. Let's go to this. She still active, gang. In your face. Listen to this shit.
And link together to tell you the truth. For Miss Barber, if
Yeah,
Everpedia behind it and he working for Everpedia, okay, come on, Miss Barber. He probably know Miss Barber. Come on, let's go and do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Can't put none
I
past him,
think
but he worked for Everpedia.
and see this what I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but this what I think with that whole Miss Barber shit, man. The same way how that if you do the knowledge to the Facebook security and actually see the mass majority of people that work for Facebook security, they melanated beings, all of them black. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen the whole Miss Barber thing and I was checking out, you know, the way that she was talking and shit, right? And I'm like, all this shit right here saying rehearsed as a motherfucker. Nah, this woman is somebody else. This woman is playing, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucking role. That's what the fuck she doing. She know what the fuck going on, bro. Because it's like,
man, Rob didn't see that shit till later, though.
yeah, because see, when she was saying shit like in reference to YouTube, I'm like, now how can you be at that age and you even know motherfucking YouTube vocabulary terms and shit?
It's world news. Hey, look, I don't know if you recall or how long you've been following us, but check this out. One time, I even said right when we caught on to her, like right after she left the crib, this
And check this out. Let me just show y'all this screenshot right here just to let you know her nickname is Ann. Just to let you see, there go her email address. Annie Mae. Miss Annie Mae. right? And they short for Ann. Look at this. This lady, bro, they got the whole world. Man, man, these people got a lot of us thinking this lady was dead, bruh. Man, that lady still alive. Watch this, check this out. Look, 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 look.
That's what I said. I was like, for her to be her age, because when she went on Fed panel, she said some shit like that I suppose not told her if her daughter was married. First of all, you the one that told us your daughter was married to somebody named Rodney Stanton. And then second of all, why in the fuck should I have to tell you? This
Now check this out. Now they mentioned Rodney Stanton, right? Rodney Stanton, right? Guess who Rodney Stanton gonna be? Keep this in mind. Everybody know this Marco, right? Check this out. This Marco. Marco News from the. Now they said this 7 years ago. Marco News, KENNEKA Jenkins. That's Stanton right there. That's him. This her husband.
Supposed to be named Rodney Stanton, supposed to be killed. Antonia Evans, which is Miss Barbara's daughter. But y'all, check this out.
Ooh.
Check this out. And I want y'all to know, let me know quickly once I start playing this video.
It's over with.
That
it's over with.
If y'all can't hear it, let me know quickly so I can get it right. Because this got to get out. Now
look, I'm going to enlighten you. He just got out of jail, right? The Rodney Stanton dude. Boom, look. He just got out of jail. This who Miss Barbara was talking about, that he was the one that beating on her. This actually the husband. You know, well, I don't think they was married. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he was beating on her, right? You know what I'm saying? But she did a murder. Look, Ann Antonia Vet Evan about that life. Cause everything when I told y'all, look, I got my live video. I'm so glad I got a live video when I was talking about Barbara and I was showing, Antonia Vet Evans, and I showed the world. I'm like, man, look, I done traced her. She done killed a big drug dealer. And she was on the run. You know what I'm saying? With him. Boom. The police ended up catching her. And he was still on the run, but later on catching up with him. That's where you get the witness protection program from. You see what I'm saying? And that's why they were talking about, yeah, she was in witness protection program. Look, listen to this.
Something you should already know. So if you use that excuse for a reason to do whatever you're trying to do, I just couldn't understand. Then not only that, I'm thinking like, here's a woman that know how to get on YouTube, get on a panel, and all this shit, become renters. Why wouldn't you know how to find out, search and find out if your daughter is married? Why are you depending on me for that?
That's what I'm saying. Because
and then on top of that, to make matters worse, I'm the one that searched it. I mean, she done it too because she the one led me to the search.
Man, when she's
the one
your name,
sat into this. When she brought Rodney Stanton into it.
Right, so right.
In that search, I seen that it was an Antonia Evans in their family. I mean, Antonia Stanton into the Stanton family.
Told you. I told you, bruh. And this research that you can still pull up. And they were talking about this 7 years ago, bruh. Look, they were talking about this stuff 7 years ago. Almost 8 years ago, bruh.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. And see, with the whole thing, you know, with the Miss Barbara and the Antonia Evans thing. See, this is what Chosen King seen on my page. Now I'm gonna try to find this joint on YouTube, but it's a lady. I'm thinking that she's either from the Caribbean, and what she does is she do like eulogy videos online with DU screen recorder. She recorded, and on one of the videos when she was giving a eulogy. The woman who she was giving the eulogy on was Antonia Evans. And when I posted that shit, that's when that nigga started striking my shit before y'all knew anything about some Antonia Evans. That nigga was hitting my shit then, bro. He was hitting my shit hard. And I'm just like, oh, okay, word. I'm like, what the? I'm like,
when it happened, when it happened that he had your page took one which you said your mother pictures was on there, when that happened?
Man, that shit happened now about like damn near 3 months ago.
But you
Straight
know,
like that. He
but you
bogus
know
for
what?
that.
You know what's so
Yeah,
crazy?
man.
Hey, you ain't never did no video to try to put that goofy ass nigga out there on that shit?
Nah, brother. And the reason why I never did it because I wanted to be able to have, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to have enough information. I wanted to be for sure because I didn't want to blame him for something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to just say, well, all right, let me just automatically say, okay, well this dude beefing with me or whatever. He the one that did it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here you go right. Oh, here you go right here. Here you go right here. My bad. I was searching and looking at the same time. Hold on, here you go right here. And like I say, when I got to let you hear this shit right here. I got to, bro. Listen.
See, they knew she was still alive. They know Antonio and Vet Evan was still alive, and they were trying to find where that girl was, bro.
We departed the site on February 20th, 2014, and was laid to rest on March 6th, 2014. Until we meet again. Mom, today marks 3 years since you left this road. Memories of you will always bring smiles. The hardest part of losing you is not having to say goodbye, but
Okay. And that's my point. When I posted that video right there, that nigga start coming to my shit like every day, down thumbing my shit in every fucking thing, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, what? And that's before he even started talking about Antonia Evans. And the reason how I found that video through that search was though, because I was trying to find a girl named Kendra who actually got raped in the month of March. That's how the search results even fucking came up, and that's how I knew that this nigga was trying to cover up.
So it was Kendra in March about the rape that happened in March. Everybody should know about that in March where Andrew Holmes said, I got the video and I turned it to a law enforcement. This getting
Some even
good?
deeper shit. See, this nigga is getting paid. This nigga been getting motherfucking paid. You see what I'm saying? And see, he was leaving y'all out in the cold with that shit right there. See, he was doing some old under the table ass shit, and he was like, well, I got these dudes, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be my front men. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna come for me or whatever because I got them fucking with me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can keep on goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I can keep on playing them to the left, whereas I get deeper into stopping any and everybody that can possibly prove that all of this shit is fraudulent as a motherfucker. As a motherfucker. And that, listen, bro, I'm telling you, man, from day one, ain't shit that woman ever said, even by the way she looked when she's saying it, could even closely, minutely make me goddamn fall for that shit, because gang recognize gang.
I could tell you what would have made you fall for it, world news. What would have made you fall for it, bro? If somebody would have pointed you to something and you walked to it and it was a fact, you wouldn't have stopped, bro. You can't say that. If Miss Barbara would have
That's what I said. Cause if somebody walk you through something, bro, and they walked you through the facts. Listen what he's saying about Antonio and Vet Evans, right? And the lady's still alive and she got a lawsuit trying to sue. This lady trying to sue for personal injuries. They all look and make it so bad. It finna explain why you got King Rob. Hold up. Hold on. Would be with World News, Marco.
told you, listen here,
Mhm,
bro. Anybody
mhm.
that Miss Barbara would have pointed to that shit that she pointed to in that freezer, bro. We seen them motherfucking pictures 70 billion times. Nobody knew that girl had a chicken pox on her nose, bro. Nobody knew about that mole. Nobody knew about those corns on all her feet. Nobody knew about that surgical tape. Nobody knew about those 3 stretch marks. Bro, you can't tell me you wouldn't have went in full force. You can't tell me.
Hey, bro, listen, and I'm
It ain't about what a person's saying, bro. It's about because I could walk up to you right now and say, "World, a motherfucker just got shot around the corner." It's about you believe me or not. But if I take you around the corner and you see that nigga shot, it ain't about how I said it, world. It's about that nigga that shot. See, they was dropping facts, bro.
right,
It ain't wasn't like we know no
right.
just it wasn't like we just know dumb motherfuckers. Okay, yeah, Miss Barbara here and it's like that. That shit was prepped for about 2 weeks. I remember when 2 weeks to damn near 3 weeks before Chosen even broke her out. I remember he called me and Marco in the morning. Bro, this lady sounds so sick. I remember the day he called me, it had to be like 6 in the morning. Bro, she sounds, see, I want y'all to hear. We never heard her. So when we fell back, he's still breaking the end. So if anybody leads you to a lead in anything, bro, you gonna go. It don't matter how they really talking when you first see them. Be like, it's woo-wop-de-bam, because me and Marco still had our suspicions at the end of the day, bro. Was like, because Marco used to always call me like, bro, we got to check into this Stanton shit. This shit ain't kind of adding up. So it wasn't like nobody was never, like, it wasn't like we was blind to the fact or what was going on. Like we was just, we was watching this shit. We was paying attention. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck was going on? Well, actually, we was blind, but we was paying attention. You see what I'm saying? As we paying attention, but the facts was overweighing. You know what I'm saying? The other shit. Facts was overweighing it. You know what I'm saying?
She did. They just played in her murder, man. We ain't sugarcoating nothing. Oh, yeah, I thought he was. Detective Hayden played in the murder of Antonia Evans. We not gonna sugarcoat it. Antonia Evans that was killed. I'm telling you facts, man. I can show you the video of this man being on the death. And he called my people and said, we found her. She don't want to talk to the family. We found her. We verified her via phone. You can't verify nobody via phone.
So she got on down from all of them. So that means Antonio and Vet Evans got on down from all of them, and they couldn't even find her. So she broke bad on all of them, and they mad. So basically, and she's still alive, and she got a current lawsuit going on. She got a current lawsuit going on. You can look it up. It's public information. It's public information right now. So she's still alive. So you remember this.
Oh, yeah, man. I've been talking to him for a month on the phone. Steady spilling us all. All we want to do is see our family member. If you said you seen her, you found her, just let us see her. We've been talking for a month. He lied. He lied to us. This man played a part of her case, man. He lied like that last couple months. Missing person. He had the case, Antonia Evans. And then he told us.
So they try to file a missing person on her so they can get information of what was her whereabouts. And what messed them up when they was like, yeah, they verified her on the phone. You see what I'm saying? And they said she was still living. In my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, it got to be some deep shit. They said she did, and with the petition pro, the whole time she got out of there, bro. And they trying to find her.
Then he told my people, don't worry about no media coverage. Y'all ain't gonna get caught. He gave us 16 flies and kicked the 66 she already about. You know what we talking about. And then we take the Hayden on you. You like girls, John Brown, man. That's my uncle. Hagen or Hayden? Hayden. She said he doesn't work anymore, but we have. And we told Hagen also we have audio proof, we have visual proof, we recorded everything. You know, it's not to be used in court law and like that, but we have on recordings of Officer Hagen telling us that he identified a dead. She did. Hagen played in her murder, man. We ain't sugarcoating nothing. Oh, yeah, I thought he was. Detective Hayden played in the murder of Antonia Evans. We not gonna sugarcoat it. Antonia Evans that was killed. I'm telling you facts, man. I can show you the video of this man being on the death. And he called my people and said, we found her. She don't want to talk to the family. We found her. We verified her via phone. You can't verify nobody via phone. Tell the detective Hayden, come in, man. I've been talking to him for a month on the phone. Steady spilling us all. All we want to do is see our family member. If you said you seen her, you found her, just let us see her. We've been talking for a month. He lied. He lied to us. This man played a part of her case, man. He lied like that last couple months. Missing person. He had the case, Antonia Evans. And then he told my people, don't worry about no media coverage. Y'all ain't gonna get caught. He gave us 16 flies and kicked the 66 she already about. You know what we talking about.
This gonna make sense.
That's my uncle. Hagen or Hayden.
Still alive, bro. And what exposed her, she filed a lawsuit. and made herself
reason
public
for arguing
again.
like that, but we have
And since she
opponents
made
of
herself public again, watch how you got all these people bringing her name back up to KENNEKA Jenkins, Antonia invent evidence, give you all these conspiracy theories because her name popped back up, bro. All because her name pop up. She, you know what I'm saying? She supposed to be a mystery, right? You know, you supposed to be one of these that lady dead. She was buried or you know what I'm saying? This just shows you proof of life right here. Right there. That just shows you proof of life. Right here. Right here. Proof of life right here. Public. Lawsuit. Yeah. You can download all these documents. Yeah, the same one that's in Los Angeles. Open the file. The case still open. Payal. Watch this. Hold up.
Officer Hagan telling us that he identified one who's deceased over the phone. And he got her whole immediate family plan apart in it. So, and it ties back into the Crown Plaza incident with KENNEKA Jenkins. That wasn't KENNEKA Jenkins there. We found the plot. We found the plot that has Antonia Evans in the plot, and it's not KENNEKA Jenkins. We got AR leaks. Let's say they play around. They doing double funeral that night. We can show you the caskets going down in two different caskets. KENNEKA Jenkins is cremated. She got cremated at Everston Crematory. That lady that was in that casket is Antonia Evans. We came up here 111. Hayden gave my aunt 16 flyers and said, don't worry about no media coverage because y'all won't get it. But he doesn't work here anymore, right? But now he don't work here. He's a juvenile officer. Hold on. He said yes. You said yes? He said yes. She said no. He said yes.
Listen to this.
I
Now listen to
appreciate
this.
you believe.
Now watch
I
this.
told her
So now check this out. That's why Chosen King went to the grandmama. And look, even the grandmama was like, yeah. It was still proof that she was still alive. But look, but you could tell the grandmama ain't straight. Cause the grandmama like, yeah, that's my daughter in that casket. That's why her daughter didn't want to mess with her grandmama. I mean, her mama, bruh. This look, this her mama. This is her mama. If you listen to this shit,
her to be careful. I told her to be careful. You young ladies out here, you be careful. If a guy hit you, leave him alone. Stay away. If you have to move,
she was
get
standing away from
him.
you.
I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. My daughter is gone now
No, she ain't.
because she went back. Don't never go back.
That's a lie,
Especially
bruh.
if you with somebody that's aggressive like that.
I told y'all, bruh. I told y'all. And guess what? Look. Watch this. Who that lady would look like? Just say who would look young and grow old and look just like in her image. Man, this finna be the most. Trey Gang, get him. Let's get him. Yeah, let's get him. T Slay. Everybody know I got pictures of T Slay, right? That's why she don't look. That's why when she go live, bro, she ain't finna just, you know what I'm saying? She look when she go live, she ain't finna cut that camera on, bro. You see what I'm saying? Look, she ain't finna cut that camera on, but I got those pictures though. Yeah, Latasha Evans. Woo wee. Latasha Evans. Now look how people running. Look. People just don't even know. Bam, that's why you got all this content. Boom. Look. Latasha Evans. Then look, I got the picture of her. Then I told y'all, I said, man, look, Latasha Evans got kinfolks named Lil Wayne. Look, once you go to Lil Wayne, man, bro. Let her. So when I play this video, right, this how y'all finna look at the video. Now I see why it's being scripted in the way. Look, check this out. You can look at this two ways. They threaten the grandmama the grandmama in on it. Now, if you really dig into it, you'll come to a conclusion, be like, hey, somebody making her do this and talk against her will, right? And she going along with it. I can't blame her old lady. She ain't got no protection. Then the police involved. I would get that. I would see that would be one of the reasons why your daughter don't want nothing to do with you. Because they surrounded by you. It's like, you know what I'm saying? She won't be able to trust you because these people is in your house. Say it got you saying this shit.
I tried to tell her to be careful. They got into it. I don't know what happened. She called me one day and she was saying, telling this guy, get away from me. Get away from me. Leave me alone. Just get away from me.
And check this out. Maybe that she know that she would abuse her husband, but it's nothing that she can do. You see what I'm saying? It's nothing that this old lady could do for her daughter, bro. She said she went tried to contact the police. All of this. Just have you in a situation like Ann is a killer, bro. Antonio Van Abbott is a killer, bro. Man, I read some shit, man. That man, look, Ann hit the biggest GD in Chicago. We talking about females. Miss Teresa friend. AKA, you know what I'm saying? You know that y'all in the family, right? Man, Ann about that life. Check this out. Which one of y'all want to hear her story right quick about Ann? Or you want to hear this? Because it's all finna match up. Because this finna expose why she would be like this. A matter of fact, listen to this story.
And when she mentioned that I'm talking to my mother, that's when he backed off from her. But I think maybe about a week after that, they got into it and she told him to leave or whatever. But she called the police on this guy. And she went with the police outside. And however, she got the door keys from the guy.
Police.
I would be talking to her and he's constantly ringing her phone trying to talk to her and she wouldn't talk to him. And she'll tell me he's calling again. And then she finally changed her phone number. I told her, I said, but he knows where you catch the bus at. He knows what time you go to work, what time you get off. He knows.
Hey, y'all, she still, look, if she catching the bus and doing all this, no wonder why they said she is a what? A current dishwasher? A current dishwasher? So she ain't just really just, you know what I'm saying? Look, before she married and fucked with the Rodney dude, right? But she linked to the Davidsons. She is related to the Eversons, but man, whoa, man.
This. Then all of a sudden I keep calling her. I was in Chicago in July.
In Chicago.
I called her. I wanted to see her.
And watch this. If she mentioned California, the mic drop. if she mentioned California, right? If this lady mentioned California and I just show y'all this right here, pay y'all PO box, this public information, and this just a PO box. But you know where it's linked in California, right? Watch this.
No answer, no answer. I go back home, I still call her. I tell friends, I tell her sister, Ann's not answering. Something's wrong.
Ann is not answering. Make sure we got the right Ann. We talking about this Ann right here. Yeah, this Ann. Annie Mae. You know, Antonio, Yvette, Annie Mae Evans. Woo! Good job, Trey Gang. Good job. Annie Mae, just to show you that, look, y'all see this last name Burns? Associated with Burns, right? Guess who wrote a book about the case? Boy, it's finna get serious. That last name right now, everybody go look at KENNEKA, a beautiful soul. KENNEKA Jenkins, you know what I'm saying? Young, beautiful soul, you know what I'm saying? And then you look at that last name, like, damn. And you be like, damn, that's why Miss Teresa beefing with that lady, because she from the West Side too. They dropped their book and was trying to tell everybody what happened to Miss Teresa now. And them, you know what I'm talking about? Miss Teresa gang, you know what I'm talking about? The setup chicks. Right. Let's go.
Still no answer. I keep calling and calling and calling. Still no answer. I knew something was wrong because we had a beautiful relationship. We were talking. We were loving mother and daughter. All of a sudden, I don't hear from her again. So when I didn't hear from her almost a month. And then she finally called me and told me this guy had busted her mouth all up. And she almost lost her job.
And another one too, Queen, is the funeral happened September the 30th. There was the funeral. Can you recall how after? Did you see the casket pic, and what took you so long to come to the public? And why did you choose?
See that? Watch this. Check this out. Look.
I saw the body in the casket. Somebody.
I believe it's scripted.
Put it on Facebook, I believe. I'm not sure if it was Facebook or YouTube, but I saw the body. But
so, see that? They make her say that.
Right. I saw.
Got him. Look. See what she focusing on? Got her. That lady scared for her life, bro. Man, these folks torturing that lady, bro. Man, that lady don't want no smoke, bro. You know what I'm saying? What that lady can do to these people, bro? Man, that lady was at Marco house. Man, that lady, look, she finna tell you about how Marco had him down, bruh, in her own house. They won't even take her to her doctor's appointments. She starving, need food. Then they taking the money from her, bruh. And Mr. Reese is just sitting here and allowing this shit to happen and didn't even, you know what I'm saying? This a old ass lady right here is ain't she don't know what her daughter into, bro. They just like they just like goons showing up at your goddamn house like, yeah, motherfucker, where the fuck your daughter at, man? I swear I don't know. She's scared to death, bro. That lady is scared. Man, pay attention to the body. You see, she looking this way, and she gonna be looking this way. And if you look at her glass, it's a screen right there. It's a screen. So only thing they did was green screen it, block the background up. They in that lady house, bro. And that lady scared, bro. Chicago do that type shit, bro. They'll run up in your motherfucking folks' house, bro. Where your son did? Who's you? Pistol whipped you a couple of times. This who I am. Mr. Whipped Cream your ass. You know what I'm talking about? And next thing you know, you gonna realize this shit serious. Check it out, y'all. Everything what that lady finna say, pay attention to the body language. Now we know that her daughter is actually living. And now we see what they forcing a narrative. It's somebody else in that grave, bro. If it ain't her daughter, and if it ain't KENNEKA Jenkins, who the fuck is it?
Saw the body, and I looked at the face. So you gotta realize I already
See that?
know
See how she
my
looking?
daughter in the freezer with all this makeup, this light makeup on.
Ooh.
But my daughter is dark complexion. So I'm like, are they doing tricks? So I started looking at the body in the casket. And I looked at it real good.
They told her to say that.
And I knew that was Ann in that casket. I knew that was my daughter in that casket.
She's still alive. She got a lawsuit after.
I just been watching it. And when I knew that was my daughter, I wouldn't come out and say anything because I noticed people are losing their lives with this Rosemont Hotel, Crown, whatever. I noticed people are losing their lives. So I gotta be careful of what approach I take with this. Because I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is crazy.
Yup, crazy.
And I would listen to you, Chosen.
Listen to you, Chosen.
And I would listen to you.
Uh-huh.
And I know you knew something was up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew my baby was in that freezer.
Ooh.
But I reached out to a couple of YouTubers.
What YouTubers?
Honest, I reached out to them.
What? What YouTubers? You an old ass lady.
They didn't want to be bothered with me. I'm not a troll. I'm not going to mention their names, but I'm not a troll. I kept listening to you.
Told y'all.
I heard you say, if it take 10 years, I'm going to get you.
Ooh.
And when you say...
And it's about 10 years. And look, paperwork filing, a lawsuit, paperwork, bam. She just snitched right there, like, yeah, if it take 10 years, I'm gonna get you, Antonia.
And I'm not scared. That's when I told you, send me your email. Send me your email. And that's when I told you. I told you. That's my daughter in that freezer at that hotel, and that's my daughter in that casket. And I told you, I am 100% sure that's my daughter.
Now we know that's
in
Cap.
that freezer
Yep,
and
that's
in
Cap
that
now.
casket.
She was forced
Now,
to say that, or she
as
down
far
with
as
it.
Miss Teresa is concerned,
Uh-oh.
she's a liar.
Woo!
She know good and well that's my daughter in that casket, and that's my
Woo-wee.
daughter in that freezer. I don't know what she's doing or what she got going, but
Miss Teresa and Antonia and Vet Evan was friends. They were set up chicks, bruh. And you know who they was setting up? If your family GD and BD, look at the ones that GDs that was getting killed. That's in the family. Ooh, man, this some gang shit here, bro. Man, this shit so gang, bro. It made me like, man, you know, I ain't know this. Man, y'all get those lights up right now. You know what I'm about. Can we get those lights up? I just showed everybody proof Antonio and Vet Evans still alive. You can go to all these YouTube channels, TikTok, Instagram, and watch how they're gonna give you a conspiracy mode. They ain't even finna show you this. Antonio and Vet Evans still alive. Let's get on that. Let's get on that right now. She's still alive. We got addresses, everything. We got it all now. Unless you want to stay in that lane, like, yeah, I just love conspiracy theory. I just love conspiracy theory. Fuck those receipts. I go to sleep on these goddamn conspiracy movies, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the real truth, that ain't what you want, cause you so used to how Hollywood, Fox News, how they all did it. Matter of fact, all right, watch this.
she's a lie.
Ooh.
And I'm telling everybody that's listening to my voice,
Yeah.
that's my daughter.
Yeah.
That's Antonia Evans in
That sound like a
freezer.
threat.
That's Antonia Evans in that casket.
Yeah.
That's my daughter. I know my daughter when I see my daughter. Look at how they look how they just beat and bruise my daughter up.
Uh-oh.
It's just crazy.
Lying.
Her hair been shaved off her head. Her organs are missing. Come on now.
Her hair shaved off her head. Well, we know, you know, I don't know, but then again, though, you know what I'm saying? Miss Teresa said the same thing, too. Like, who cut KENNEKA hair? Because you know you could cut out, because you know the real reason you could shave somebody, her, just say, like, if I'm thinking like this, what if you do something to a female and boom, you got to realize I got to shave the hair out. You might have blood spat. Shave it bald. Alcohol it down, clean up, and put a wig on it. Put a dirt ass wig on top of the job, bro. You see what I'm saying? Put a dirty wig on that motherfucker. Man, you go buy a fresh brand new wig. You could put soap and water on it, rub it on the floor, make it look like, yeah, KENNEKA was in the fight. And next thing you know, KENNEKA wouldn't, know what I'm saying? If you look at those crime scene photos, bruh, her teeth were knocked out, got zip ties around her neck, and her fist looked like she wasn't throwing no blows. See what I'm saying? Man, let's get it, gang. I'm finna stop commentating and I'm finna play her video and we're gonna go to this chart. Cause watch how all this finna make sense. With this and this. Damn, matter of fact, she look just like it might don't be Barbara. Damn, she look just like she might be related to him. That could be his mammy, goddammit. Talking about her song. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? But I do know. Watch this. Check this out. Watch this.
This is ridiculous. How do you think you gonna make my daughter disappear off the face of this earth? Not as long as I'm living and breathing.
You just admit she's still
Okay, Miss
alive.
Martin, Miss Teresa Martin, let's go. Let's go. You want to go to TMX or whatever? We're going to be there, side by side. I'm ready. You're not getting away with this one.
And Queen, could you tell the world what happened when you started to like trace your daughter steps, like go back to her apartment, make calls there, everything like that?
I went to her apartment complex. I've knocked. I saw a young man out there. I asked him, "Have you seen my daughter? She's missing." And he asked me, he says, "Your daughter dark complexion and real skinny?" I said, "Yes, with the birthmark between her eyes." He told me, he said, "I haven't seen her around in here. I haven't seen her in a while." I went downtown to this landlord's office. I knocked, no answer. I called his number. I told him who I am. I gave him my name. I told him I'm Antonia's mother. I'm trying to find out where my daughter is. When did she move out? What's happening? He hung the phone up on me rapidly. I dialed back again. The phone went into voicemail. I dialed back again. The phone went into voicemail. I waited the next day. I dialed the number again and went into voicemail. So I waited a week later. I dialed that same number again. This guy answered the phone. I said, "Hi, how are you? I'm Antonia Evans' mother. I would like to know what happened to my daughter. Where's her things? When did she move out? What's going on?" Click, he hung the phone up on me again. So I'm starting to think, this guy must know something. Okay, you gotta realize I went to that apartment twice. The second time when I'm going back, the second time when I saw the young man, he took me directly to my daughter's apartment. I knocked on the door. A young lady answered the door. And I told her who I was. I asked the young lady, how long have she been staying there? She told me she had been living there for a month. I had went on Truth Finders and I already seen on there that apartment had been rented out. So, where's my daughter?
And Queen, before the freezer picture came and before the casket picture came out, you was kind of on Teresa's side, was you?
No.
I mean, before the freezer picture came out and stuff, you was actually like, sympathetic towards her, like, I'm saying like sympathetic towards her, like, this,
no.
She lost her daughter and stuff. No. So you actually saw your daughter in pictures.
No. No, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. No.
Okay. Alright. What, did your daughter leave behind children? And if so, could you tell us a little bit about them? And
her oldest child is deceased. And she only had 2 children, 2 boys. Marlon lives in another state, and I have not told him what's going on yet. He's kind of curious because he wants to know, Grandma, why are you back in Chicago again? What are you doing in Chicago? He's questioning me. And I've got to tell this kid, rather, I'll change that. I've got to tell this young man that his mother is gone and how she suffered. It is hurting me. I'm crying every day. This is killing me. You guys out there, this is killing me. I've got to tell him what happened to his mother.
And Queen, Teresa said denied by a church. The church leader came out and said it was false. In the phone conversation we had with you, is when you said that you attended this church at one point in time. What is your take on what she said about about this church?
Bethlehem Healing Temple. I was raised up in that church, 12 South Oakley Boulevard. I heard that she said the church denied her, and I couldn't believe that. I even talked to my cousin about that. We talked about that last week, how she lied on the church. Why would you lie on the church, Teresa? I grew up in that church. I grew up in the same neighborhood. I used to live around the corner from where Teresa is living right now. Why would you tell everybody on social media that Bethlehem Healing Temple turned you down and wouldn't let you have your daughter funeral there? You know why? Because you a liar. You a liar. That's my daughter. Had they knew that was my daughter, they would have did the funeral there. You a liar, Teresa.
And Queen, the guy that your daughter was seeing and with, he has, to this day, he has been seen by you on the as a surveillance footage, right?
Of course. I seen him in the lobby at the hotel.
The guy that was seeing your daughter, he has been seen by you on the surveillance footage.
Yes.
For the Crown Platinum.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What would you give young ladies, the young ladies who are tuning in to this interview about abusive relationships, and what advice would you give them about being if they're in an abusive relationship of that sort?
Get away. Get away as fast as you can. Do a background check. Some of them don't cost you but about $4.99. When they start getting aggressive, get away from them. I just had a niece go through something like that. Come on now. Do paperwork. I asked my daughter, why would you go back after this man bust your mouth? It don't make sense. You young ladies, you gotta be smarter than this. Don't let nobody hit on you and beat on you.
And since the first phone interview with you, Queen, we had a lot of people send in emails. We had people jump up on the panel who really, really, really support you, and they're really, really behind you 100%. What is the message you would like to send to those who are behind you in getting justice for your daughter?
I want everyone to know that I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you believing in me. I need your help and support. Help me get my daughter. Help me. Please help me. My daughter has been buried under a bogus name. Teresa standing up there with a dress on, with her arms all out, with waves on it, with her hand up in the air. Come on now, Miss Teresa, you know better than this. You know better than this. Getting hugs from people. People sympathizing with you. Believing that you lost your daughter. That's my baby in that casket. What is wrong with you? You went too far this time. I don't know what kind of life you lead, what you do every day or every night, who you pray to, who's your God, what goes up and what goes down in your life. I tell you this, Miss Teresa. That ain't your baby. That's my baby. I birthed Antonia Evans in the world. Not you. And for you to stand up there in front of all those people at this church, lying, in the church of God, you lie. A lot of people knew that wasn't who was supposed to be in that casket. I heard people say, well, she looked darker. She looked darker. Well, she's dark complexion. Look how they blowed her face all up with all that embalming stuff. Come on, Miss Teresa, that's my daughter.
So, if you looking at Trey game from my experiments in the hood, this what I'm an expert at this shit. I'm an expert. All right. I know a whole lot of ladies like this girl that's mean than a motherfucker. They screek, you know what I'm talking about? They don't walk on my goddamn grass. You know, little kids come home from school. You know how little kids, you know, they like to skip, hop, you know, crack jokes, play around, run around. They might end up in somebody's yard, something like that. Then you got an old lady or an old man. Get the hell out my goddamn yard. You know, stuff like that, right? She could be one of those sweet old lady that you know in the hood, but you just don't know the dog side of this lady. Like, you know what I'm talking about? So, by me being the expert, I'm from the hood. I deal with this shit all the time, and I can read between the lines on this. This lady's not straight. This lady sticking to the script. This lady can't find her daughter. And she trying to find her daughter because the people that's doing the interview trying to find out where the fuck is Antonio and Vet Evans that we needed. And they knew she was in California. They even tracked that lady down, bro. And that lady had to move. And that lady said, yeah, I went there. She said she went there twice. Who will be there with you? You didn't travel alone. You see what I'm saying? Guess who will be traveling with you? So now look. Check this out. Now your daughter is alive. Your daughter's alive. We got proof of life. And you sat up here and said, boom, boom, boom. That's my daughter in that casket. Throw a lot of confusion up. And the only reason why I say that, because everybody was like, Tony, you and Vet Evans, she's still alive, but she in Whitman detention program. So they depended on the public, like the police. Send me all your tips. If you can find her, send it to us so we can verify this, like the police would do. But they finna hunt that girl down, bruh, and do something to her. That's all. And check this out. Miss Teresa want that. Miss Teresa never respond to this. She never respond to none of these allegations. Like, yeah, that my daughter in the cage, cause everybody already know. Yeah, that's all bullshit right there. Nobody don't know the real reason why they bringing up Antonio and Vet Evans and this lady here, right? Cause if you go back and look at the gang beef, the BDs, the GDs. Right? And they on the website, the BD done linked up with the Vice Lords. If you look at the BD once upon a time with GDs, the BDs don't get along with the GDs. I'm from the hood. And I was raised in the hood that was infested with gangsters, bro. When I say gangsters, I'm talking about GDs, bro. Bro, I remember when I first heard of the BD, like it was a dude talking about, yeah, he BD. I'm like, BD, I'm like, what that is? You know, that black disciples, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, you ain't GD? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ain't that GD? Like, nah, that ain't GD, cuz. You know, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, damn, he getting hostile with it, like, you know what I'm saying? And I you know what I'm saying? I'm a jailhouse nigga, penitentiary nigga. I'm in that penitentiary, right? You know what I'm saying? Jailhouse shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing GD going against BD, breaking these folks' ass out. It was a bruh, I remember I'm in a pod, bruh, and I'm hearing motherfuckers like, man, look, fuck that BD shit, nigga. It's GD. Gangster Disciple Nation, GDN, Gangster Nation, and then they got everybody on count. You couldn't even, if you false flagging, you finna get exposed because you got a count number. When it comes to the GD, you got a count number, bro. You just can't say you GD. Just say if I say Trey Gang GD and I go in the neighborhood, we're full of gangsters. A gangster be like, hey, what's up, folk? Yeah, what going on, folk? You know what I'm saying? They ain't even finna shake up with you. You know what I'm talking about? Someone will shake up with you off the top, cause that's finna be a real violation. 'Cause if he shake up with you, that finna be a whoop ass when they find out you violating and you fault flagging. Cause once you come in there, they gonna be like, they gonna automatically know that you ain't gangster, bro. Man, them folk finna come like, yeah, man, look, where you from? Man, I'm over there from the west side. Oh, man, you over there with OG Snoop Snoop, right? Yeah, I know little Snoop Snoop. Yeah, man, I got Snoop Snoop on the phone. What you say your name, you know what your name is? Yeah, my name Lil Johnny. Yeah, hey, what's up, OG? You know what's going on? Oh, man, nothing much that shit, man. We out here barbecuing and shit. See a nigga trying to get some green. He blue flag the death out here and say he gangster, man. You know, he from your hood. You know what I'm talking about? Out my hood. What's his name? Hey, what you say your name up? My name you know what I mean? Yeah, his name you know. No, I don't even know him. What's your count number, cuz? Count number, what's that? Oh yeah, what's that? Yeah, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, cuz we finna put in work right quick. We'll hit you back and we'll let you know what's going on, you know what I'm talking about? Cause you know, it don't need no verified. Cause we don't know you ain't got no count number, none of this shit. Well, you know, I got put down in jail. No, I don't give a fuck about that jail shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You on the town, you know what I'm talking about? You on the town. You ain't no count. You draped down with the blue flag. This like a crip. You know what I'm saying? Man, I can mob in any other hood and the motherfucker come on my city like, what? What's that, cook? So cool with you, you know what I'm saying? Bam, 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 you know what I'm saying? Bam. Man, I'm finna lock the seed with you like, bam, I'm finna see you really real with this shit. I'm finna hug you and everything and draw the seeds on your back, you know what I'm talking about? On your cack. Man, what you say you from Portland, Oregon, your hood with Hoover Cribs? Shit, I believe that. Man, where I'm from, man, we had Hoover, Grape Streets, know what I'm talking about? A-Trade Gangsters, Shotgun Crippin'. You know what I'm saying? We had all that, man. GD, man, Santana Block, all that shit in our hood, bro. It might be a few, because I done met two Santana Block Crips. And they OG was from California. So they were the real Santana Block Crips. Cause these niggas could call big homie them from the land. You know, that's one thing about this game. If you don't know, just say like I'm cribbing. I, I can call a big homie in California right now where my set originated from, bro. Yeah, this where my set originated from. I'm finna go straight over there in California, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, what's up, cuz? You know, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, man. Look, I got some homeboys. I'm finna put down, man. This cuz name right here. This is tag name. This is crip name. Whatever you want. You know what I'm talking about? Cuz putting in work out here. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, look. Hold on, how many people we got in here? Man, 118. But yeah, let's see, can we get almost 100 likes right now? Man, when I say that I've been in and out of jail with the penitentiary shit, the GD ran the goddamn prison system. Shit, ain't no doubts about that. I don't give a fuck where you from, bro. You know what I'm talking about, man? The GD ran that jump, bro. No Crips, no Bloods, no nobody else. GDs ran that jump, bro. And the guards were GDs. That's how I was, that's how I survived. I had a homeboy gangster, you know what I'm saying? The officer coming there, he GD, they locking up. He like, yeah, they could right there. So we, you know what I'm saying? When we come, we call it the 8 ball, you know what I'm talking about? When we lock up with the folks, right? They throw the pitchfork, we throw the seeds, you know what I'm saying? That's locking the 8 ball, you know what I'm talking about? If you know what that means, you know what I'm about? They let you know it's a bond, you know what I'm about? But check this out, y'all. Antonio Evans is still alive. She got a lawsuit. Miss Teresa got a lawsuit with a wrongful death and all of this old stuff, right? And that's how they be getting their money. They'll do like crash reports, like I'ma drive in a vehicle and they'll stage an accident. Boom, to get the insurance money. You see what I'm saying? To get the insurance money. The shit for real, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just play this video. Matter of fact, since we heard her story, let's go to King Rod right quick. Do this match up now?
Saying what that lady told people in that freezer is the truth.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I put my life on it. That's Ann in that grave.
He
It was
said,
too much.
And you know
and
It
what?
was too much.
he said, and they go and name right there when they go to anime. You know what I'm saying? Then boom, yeah. And you know how your name, nickname could be anime and everybody could call you by your nickname. Hey, Ann. It's family know that type shit, right? Let's go to this.
Much bullshit on YouTube and everything,
Yep.
all that shit. Why you think that body ain't a Zoom? Why you think this motherfucking case ain't hit national news and all that? Chosen is the biggest target out, y'all. He told these people a whole plan. Chosen was supposed to be right with the shit. He told the people a whole plan
He
and
told
got
the
to
whole
throwing little
plan.
bits and pieces
Snitch.
out there. Bits
Chosen King told everybody like this was set up, y'all. This how they did it. This how they got away with it. And you know what I'm saying? And he tried to keep himself out of it. Like I ain't got nothing to do with this.
and pieces out there. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he got
Right.
caught.
Okay. Right. And everything that you saying about Chosen, I believe that. But this is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm from North Carolina.
North
With that
Carolina.
being said, it's a spot in North Carolina. It's called Monroe, North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's adjacent to what's called Lancaster, North Carolina.
And that's why I trace Antonio and Vet Evans, because that's where they ran to when they killed the GD dude. It's in the articles. She was on the run, her and the dude with Rodney Stanton.
Which is right near the spot where the lady that was 38 years old, what I'm telling you about, that got killed down there, that's named Antonia Evans in Laudenburg, motherfucking North Carolina, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But
And
what
when
was
we
the
been
date
keep
said on
game
that?
on
What
that
was the
shit,
date said
when we
on that? 2000 what? 14 or something, right?
right, and that's what I'm telling you. When
Okay,
I
well that
peep
ain't the
game
real
on that
internet.
shit
It can
right
still
there,
can be two internets though, bro. The internet we talking about is from Chicago. The internet we talking about
right.
killed.
It's the same Antonio and Vet Evans, right? And this how hot this lady is. Man, when I say, man, she a real set up chick, bruh. Real talk. She that chick, bruh. Put it like this here. She the King Von chick. She the King Von. Cause guess what King Rod finna say? If this finna expose King Rod, this why King Rod wanted to find that lady so bad.
Oh, bro. The internet we talking about is from Chicago. The internet we talking about
Right.
killed a guy named Crusher that we know, a high-ranking gangster disciple. Crusher. And have killed herself before, bro. I understand what you're saying. You probably, Ann probably had the same Ann that was killed in North Carolina and Chosen probably just strike the page because he knew he was finna come with the real Ann. Everything about
No,
Antonio.
look, listen. That's not what I'm saying, King Rob. That's not what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying right here. If you go to Google and you type in Antonia Evans and put SC South Carolina. When you type that up, look at all of the search results. That's what I'm saying. Chosen King knew that I got wind of what the fuck he was doing because of on how that search results.
Okay. No, I thought you was saying.
God. What pops up? I'm gonna show you.
No, I thought you was saying. No, I thought you was saying, world, that that was Ann. I thought you was saying that was Ann that got killed down there. Oh, okay.
No, the lady that I let you.
It's the same person though. Look, it's just the fact that it's linking back to the same person. King Rob, like, look, you know, he talking too much. So look, let me confuse the word. Like, nah, this another Ann. You know what I'm saying? Cause he already know about the other murder. Ann getting the upper hand. She look, Antonio and Van Evans fuck with the BDs. She that chick, bruh. Y'all remember how they tried to say KENNEKA is the real setup queen? Come on now, no. If she was, guess who she learning from? Antonio and Van Evans, her mama, and all her uncles and her daddy. And guess who assassinated them all? Miss Teresa. That's what this secret about. Look, look at this shit, bro.
Here on the recording that's on that video that's named Antonia Evans. If you type in Antonia Evans,
type it in, y'all.
SC. Don't put South Carolina, put SC. When you look at the search results, the first thing that come up is that video that's uploaded. Up under that, it has the Antonia Evans that's in the casket. Right beside that, it got the girl that's the stripper girl, and then right beside that.
Guess who the stripper girl was? Y'all, who the stripper was that was talking about the case? You got two scrippers that were talked about the case. Who was the two stripper gang? Matter of fact, we could do it like this here and solve that real quick. Y'all want to solve this shit real quick? Let's solve this shit real quick, right? All right, y'all want to go to Keeler Brown, KENNEKA Jenkins. I ain't say none about. All right, huh? That's one scripper. But listen to what this script is saying about KENNEKA Jenkins.
Apparently, it was a setup, y'all. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely was a setup, and
yeah.
Definitely had parts of putting her in that freezer. I heard no, it does not have nothing to do with the security guard. I heard it has nothing.
But she ain't finna tell you nothing about Barbara Evans. She ain't finna tell you nothing about Tony or Vet Evans. She ain't finna touch on that. But guess who touch on that? Watch this. Antonio and Vet Evans, KENNEKA Jenkins. Hold on. Let's go to Payao. Another scribble.
Cause I'm getting.
Now you got another scribble right here. Boy, do this shit here different now. Guess who will be talking about Antonio and Vet Evans? And she a scribble too, and from the same neighborhood. And guess who she related to? Payao.
I'm getting messages, and
you getting messages?
I'm gonna tell y'all everything that I know.
She was there.
I know for a fact that a lot of you guys
not my video.
paying attention to this story.
Yeah.
To www.flyhike.com.
From September 9th to today.
Today.
Video.
What's going on?
Just listen what happened.
You need to hear this. This is very serious.
I'm not sure if this is true or not, but this is just the story I picked up.
What happened?
Number
one.
2 girls were killed.
2 girls were killed.
Okay? 2 girls were killed.
And check this out. 2 girls were killed. Not Tonio and Vet Evans. Tonio and Vet Evans got kids also. And somebody else got kids too. That's why you finna get a 3rd victim. Watch this.
The footage that was released the night of KENNEKA's death was fake.
It was fake. Yeah.
Her roaming the halls was scripted and staged.
It was staged.
Her walking into the kitchen was scripted and staged.
Scripted.
And also, the footage of the live video in the room was staged. They
Yeah.
had all those kids go in there and pretend, okay?
Yeah.
KENNEKA died 3 days before that night. The woman that died that night is Antonia Evans, and y'all ain't even really seen her yet, unless you...
She didn't die. Cause y'all looking for her. All this just a death threat. Like, man, we gonna find you, Antonio, Yvette, Evans. You can't. And she in Las Vegas. Scripting in Las Vegas, just like Kilo Brown. Scripting in Las Vegas. That's how she know all of this shit. Cause she was there.
Been following the story, so I'm gonna break it down to you, okay?
Break it down, boo.
Andrew Holmes is the activist that claims that he saw the footage of KENNEKA walking into the freezer and then later on went back and denied it. That's Andrew Holmes. He's the black guy. He's the one that started all this shit.
So
there was a girl that got raped in March.
Why they keep bringing up March? We just heard this shit about March. Let's go to King Rob.
It got the Antonia Evans. It got the fake KENNEKA that was seen in the portrayal with the lip busted. Then it got the other picture of a girl that looked like KENNEKA. And then right beside that, it got the man that looked like Miss Barbara motherfucking ass that I was just telling you about, bro.
I'm on fire right now, bro.
I got confused. I didn't know what you said.
Man, I'm on fire right now.
So you saying the video you put the video you put up, World, was old girl was saying the eulogy, huh? For
eulogy.
For who she was saying the eulogy for? Antonia?
Nope.
Yeah, for Antonia.
Nope. No, she won.
Antonia Evans. It wasn't Antonia L. Evans. And what I'm saying is through popular Google
see how they doing it?
Searches, when they upload stuff through algorithms, all of the stuff collectively is placed in the same area.
Yeah. Keep talking.
Check it out. Hey,
let that Thunder Buddha talk.
Hey, World News. You know why that shit pop up like that?
Yes.
Search Anthony Evans because of the footwork that me and Rob did, man.
Thank you, brother.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, he said, Marco, he was saying, Marco, he said before me and you got to doing the footwork. But he was saying before we did the footwork, Marco. I know he said before we was doing the footwork, he had did that and Chosen struck his channel. He was saying before me and you went out there and did the footwork, Marco. That's what we got confused at. He was saying before we even went there and knew about her. He said he did the shit.
Hold on. Bro, just let me respond, bro. It couldn't have been that way because before we done the footwork, Miss Barbara didn't come in the picture till after me and you came in the picture. So it couldn't have been before.
No, he was saying, Marco, he said he Googled Antonia Evans before we even did anything, Marco, before Chosen even had Miss Barbara. He said he Googled Antonia Evans and it popped up and he showed he had that video up or something and he said Chosen struck his page. Because that means Chosen was getting ready to bring Antonia out.
Right. That's right. And the proof behind it is
what? But hold on, bro. Before Miss Barbara came along, what other reason somebody want? How was somebody even searching?
Setting the plan up, bro. Setting the plan up, bro. Setting the plan up, Marco.
Hold on for a minute, bro.
Setting the plan up, Marco.
We on some
you see what I'm saying, Marco?
Okay, let me take you back. Let me take you back.
Chosen probably was Googling it, Marco. Chosen was probably Googling it like he was playing with that Truth Finder.
Right, let me catch it, bro.
Okay, this is what you missed right here. All right, this is what I'm trying to tell you. The video of Antonia Evans, not Antonia L. Evans, was up. It was uploaded on February the 20th, 2017. If you got your phone in your hand, looking at it right now. What I'm telling you is the girl who got killed, that was in North Carolina. That's from Lexington, North Carolina. That went to Greensboro College. When she got killed, I was looking for that. And when I was looking for it throughout the newspaper articles, that's when I clicked on that video. When I went back and I looked it up, the Antonia Evans, when everything came up and with those videos, when I heard Chosen keep talking about it, that's when I said, oh, this is why he's trying to get at me. Because he know if I see through the search results that he done went and got this story from right here, I said, okay, then he gonna say, well, other people might do that. So that's why he was able to use the whole narrative with the Antonia Evans, the story, whether or not, if we know that it's factual or not, in order to justify what the fuck that he was doing. See, he knew that didn't nobody even know that name. See, like I told you around March, when you remember all the stuff that was on Facebook about the white dudes that hung the girl in the room, the Confederate flag and the whole nine, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's right near my spot where I'm at. That's why we was trying to find out what was going on with a black girl that's done got hung by some white boys and then found out in a field. That's why. That's why I was on it like that. So then when I seen the thing about the Antonia Evans shit, I'm like, well, damn, what the hell is this? So when I clicked on the video, I was like, oh, man, this is about somebody that died or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. And then after that, but it just started coming for me. And then when it resonated within my being, I said, oh, okay, I get it now. I get it now. I said, I get it now. He don't want nobody to get close to actually telling about what the fuck that he doing right now. Because that was fraudulent-ass information, and the way that Google actually collected it all together, it proves without a shadow of a doubt, if you go right back to it and look at it once that you Google search it, everything that's closely or largely or smallly related to that shit is right in within that area. Matter of fact, the only thing that to do is hit images on that motherfucker.
Exactly, because it's all coming through.
South Carolina.
Yeah, exactly, because it's all coming through Everpedia. It's all coming through Everpedia, and it's popping up like that through chosen searches. Through chosen searches doing it, I'm telling you.
Check it out, right. Right, check it out. I just did that. And that's why I responded the way I did the first time, because the only reason Antonia Evans on the internet is because of the footwork me and Rob did. But my point is, there was no reason for nobody to like research Antonia Evans before Chosen brought Ms. Barbara in. Now, as far as what you're saying, and I'm not saying, you didn't find what you didn't find, but I just did the exact same thing you just told me to do. That didn't pop up for some reason. Now, hold on, hear me out. Let me finish. What I'm saying is, when I do that search on that name, the only thing that I can say, and this is coming from the heart, from my soul, is the footwork that we have done. And the reason Chosen King work gonna come up whenever you type Antonia Evans' name in, because of the footwork me and Rob have done to give him the information by us being in Chicago. I don't see anything other than that. Because, Marco, you keep cutting me off, brother. If you give me 1 second and you scroll down to the fourth picture, click on the fourth picture on the right side. Click on the fourth picture, brother. Listen, I don't want you to think I'm in a dispute with you, because I'm not. What I'm saying is,
I'm just asking you to do it.
I done it.
No. You didn't do that because you didn't give it a chance. I said go down to the fourth picture on the right side and click on that girl with that hat on, and you're going to see what I'm talking about, brother. See that girl with that hat on right there. Click on her picture. Click on that right above KENNEKA Jenkins. Click on that. Now scroll down. Keep on scrolling down.
Hey,
now what you see in the right-hand corner at the bottom.
See, but this
what you see right there.
But this
see
the
that
thing.
Man?
But this the thing. Hey, listen, bro. This the thing both of y'all missing is this here, bro. This the thing both of y'all missing. If Chosen putting the plan together, bro, go ahead. I was just saying, if Chosen putting the plan together to go with the Antonia Evans, it's same like you said, Marco. It shouldn't be out there. Me and you really put the groundwork out there for Antonia name to be on Google like that. So the only thing is like this here. Chosen probably was Googling it before that. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but let me tell you, right, this is what I'm trying to explain to World. Check this out, World. If that was a true story, first of all, we all know how the internet works. If Antonia Evans was a top story, much as we have put that name out there, do you think we would really have to fucking stroll all the way down for that name to pop up on the real death? Come on now, bro.
No, he's not saying that. No, he's not saying that's the real death, Marco.
That's not what I'm saying.
He was just saying it was two Antonias. He's saying it wasn't Antonia L. Evans.
I know, bro. I know what he's saying. I know.
He was saying when Chosen heard that name, he started getting. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, look. Okay. Look, bro. Look. What my whole point is, bro. The shit with the Antonia Evans came. When you Google search it. The reason you're going to get Chosen King, his shit going to pop first. Before what you saying, and I'm going to tell you, pop up first, is because of the footwork me and Rob have put in to bring that name to the forefront after chosen and Anthony Evans. That's the only reason that name is going to come to the forefront. But check this out. Check this out. If Chosen wouldn't have brought Miss Barbara and Miss Barbara wouldn't have brought Antonia Evans, and then Rob wouldn't have done the footwork, do you think you would have been able to type in Antonia Evans and that name would have pop up so much on Google? No.
No, because that's why I'm telling you, when it was typed.
But I know. That's why I'm saying we getting the miscommunication. I'm not taking
no.
from what you saying. I ain't taking away from what you saying, bro.
No, only thing I'm doing with you. Oh, no, you good, brother. The only thing about it, bro, is I was just clarifying it through popular Google searches. And what I'm telling you is that lady came up within the relation of people who had been killed around about that damn time right there. And that dude, before he even said anything to y'all about Antonia Evans, that was already posted online if you type up Antonia Evans for February 20th, 2017. And he knew that he was going to get called on that shit. He knew he was going to get called on it because every motherfucking day, me and motherfucking Fed was on his shit for like goddamn 16 hours a day going through everybody. Everybody throughout the whole motherfucking hotel. We done went through that whole shit. Everybody who was, I'm telling you, everybody that was on that motherfucking surveillance footage, bro. Everybody. So when it got to the point of me seeing somebody like him that I know that wasn't even doing no research, I was like, oh, okay. I told Fed, I said, yo, man, make all the videos private. I said, make all of them private that I'm on talking. Because that nigga was listening to us, sitting up late night, then running that bullshit on his goddamn uploads. So what is organ harvesters? What is this? What is that? Something like, can't nobody tell this nigga running game the way that he talking and shit, nigga. That nigga can't even tell no goddamn lie straight, man. Oh, funny style that nigga, man.
But you gotta understand this here, though, world. You gotta understand this here, though, world. World gotta understand this here, though. It was like it was on. You gotta understand this here, though, world. Like, at that time, me and Marco wasn't around, and, like, me and Marco wasn't on the organs harvesting shit, bro. We was just straight on the Barbara Evans thing, because we was right here in the city of Chicago, and everything about Antonia Evans was the truth. We've been at a house, we've been at a police station, and that's why Chosen was sending us those places like that.
Hey, Rob.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm finna get some audio together. To prove where I think Chosen got his idea from. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm just pull my laptop.
You see what I'm saying, world? You see what I'm saying? Chosen knew what was going. Chosen knew this here. Without me and Marco, Miss Barbara probably wouldn't have got paid. She probably wouldn't have got paid. If he didn't have me and Marco to get out there in Chicago on that front line, she wouldn't have got paid. Because he wasn't going to go out there and get on that front line. When Chosen knew exactly what he did when he pitched that story with Miss Barbara. They all had it together. Chosen has to be Miss Barbara's family member, man. Trust me, have to be there. Look, it ain't no joke, world. I got this lady nephew on the phone telling about the murder. I know who Ann killed Crusher. Google Crusher. That's a high-ranking gangster disciple from Chicago. Ann killed a couple people. I think I done seen Ann before. Ann from the project. I think I done seen Ann before because you can't miss that mole. Ann ain't number about 6 years older than me. Man, listen here. Ann motherfucking first cousin Bear is a top-ranking GD from Chicago. The projects, bro. And got this man on here talking about how Miss Barbara killed her husband. Got him on recording talking about them three right there, they are tight-knit, a part of the family, but they ain't gonna let no motherfucker, they didn't kill. I got Bear on the phone crying, talking about, I'm tired of my family members dying. I'm tired of people doing this shit. I got Bear on the phone saying, I'm the only logical thinking here. Rob, Marco, don't stop. That's my cousin in that grave. He love Ann, man.
See, that's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? You think a family member gonna come out and lie? Ain't nobody gonna find. I'm gonna tell you one thing they ain't gonna do. That's why I chose to say South Carolina. Ain't nobody gonna find them twins. Cause them twins is Anisha Flowers. They Anisha and Ivan Flowers. And they killed Kenny too. They played Kenny off, they killed Kenny. I'm damn near almost at the point. We've been doing so much research on that. I'm damn near almost at the point of we know who they switched Kenny body with, man. Shit ain't no joke. You got a family member right there telling you these motherfuckers didn't kill. These bitches is crazy. He tired of it, bro. I got conversation with this man crying. Chosen trying to keep talking about, put him in it. Bear got something to do with it. Bear. To do with that shit, man. Because he wouldn't be telling on his people like that. This man.
Look, check this out, y'all. You could tell, look, this Barbara, the grandmama, the mama, that's Ann right there. That's who King Rob interviewing her. That's her. See that? Payal, and that's the daughter right there. Watch this.
Told us,
And
man,
always
listen here. He said, fuck what Barbara told y'all. Fuck what Kim told y'all. We ain't seen Ann. Ann is in that ground. Y'all keep doing what the fuck y'all doing. This family, man, telling us this shit, man. And the only reason why we got bad number is because he snapped on Miss Barbara on the phone one fucking day. he was talking to Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara only she called him up Marco phone. We got bad number and was conversating with him ever since after then. Chosen knew exactly what they
see
was
that.
bringing to the forefront, world. Trust me, bro.
And see, that's what I'm saying, like the way that he was able to just manipulate the masses, man. Especially he knew that y'all was gonna go hard in the paint. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was not for a second, you know what I'm saying, denouncing none of that right there. That
Boom. Hey, it's your boy FED, man. Flat Earth Discussion. You know what I'm talking about? The boy Fed. Uncle
Here we
Fed.
go. Uncle
And what
Fed
Uncle
got
Fed real,
got
man.
Barbara on
Hey,
the
this
phone, and
video
she
right
finna
here
clear the
is
name.
allowing
Part
this lady,
one.
Miss Barbara Evans Cook,
Ooh.
to speak or say so. You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves a chance to speak their piece. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what she about to do right now. Let's get into that. Miss Bossy. Oh,
Hello?
you said, hey, you know how to hit the link? I
Uh-oh.
sent it to the
Here we
email.
go.
I went in everywhere, clicked on everywhere, nothing. Like I told you, Fed, they're trying to stop us. They doing everything they can to keep my mouth shut.
Well, you can talk right now. You live on the air right now. And if anybody got any questions or whatever, I'll be reading the chat.
Can everybody hear me?
Everybody can hear you, baby. I can hear you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's go, Fed. Let's go.
So, Ms.
I'm ready.
You just started talking. I think everybody want to know. I think probably how did you get hooked up with them and get to the money part about them saying you took some money and just tell the story. I ain't gonna even stop.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just gonna let you talk.
I don't have no money. I had no idea that people was donating money to help me. Nobody gave me any money. I never seen any money. I have my own receipt. I don't own a royal blue duffel bag. I showed you, Fed, my bags. They're lined. And the killing part about the whole thing, Marco set me up, he set Chosen up, and he set Rob and the rest of the guys up. He set all of us up.
Well, how you do that?
Because when I heard the video about the $200 million Miss Barb gonna get, and her people were gonna do this and that, and how my people were going to react, I went to Marco and I confronted him about it. He goes, Miss Barb, where did you hear that from? I'm like, okay, here we go again. I addressed Marco. I said, I want to talk to Chosen. He brushed me off. I I went back to him later. I asked him again. I want to talk to Chosen. He refused to let me talk to Chosen. Chosen have no idea that I was trying to talk to him. Marco is lying. Marco came to me one day. Check this out. He said, oh yeah, we have a copy of your daughter's marriage certificate. So I asked Marco, well, what day did my daughter get married? He told me, oh, it wasn't a date on there. There was no date on there. I know when I got married, there was a date on there and the month, whatever. It's ridiculous. Chosen have no idea that I wanted to talk to him. Look how Chosen is bashing me, switching all around and lying on me. Listen to Marco just.
See how Marco look just like his people? See how Marco look just like Barbara Evans, goddamn it? Now you finna peep out this whole conversation here about Marco. Uh-oh. Thumb me up right now. Y'all want me to spill this goddamn tea for KENNEKA Jenkins so we can wake the whole community up right now. Do it for us, y'all. Do it for KENNEKA, bruh. Man, we got a big chokehold on him, man. This suckers ain't gonna breathe out of this one. I know. I'm Trey Gang for life. You know what I mean? I know what I can do. It's over with. I swear to God, it's over with. Cause guess what? Check this out. Proof of life. Antonia Evans still active. And on the same shit, man. Look, I'm gonna take these people to court. Like Miss Teresa, I'm gonna take it to court too. Pay out. This Miss Teresa partner. Yeah, like in the gang, the male gang. Yeah, think about the female. Yeah, yeah. That's what they ain't gonna talk about the real female gang. You know what I'm saying? They really putting in work. You gotta protect them though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's do it like this here, y'all. I hope I don't get a copyright strike. I won't mind getting a copyright strike on this one. At least the views will be up. But you know what I'm saying? I really feel like that, man. I don't think a lot of people ready for this kind of content because they're gonna be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But it will though, you know what I'm saying? Because once you just say like, hey, that's why Marco News right here, and if you know who Marco News is, he work at Crown Plaza Hotel, and he a police. Look, I get copyright strike all the time for this stuff. When I'm telling y'all the same, this man is the police. He is the one that helped edit the video footage and audio. You see what I'm saying? Don't Marco look just like Barbara? Splitting image to me. Splitting image to me. Yeah, y'all don't know that part. See, I get copyright strike when I try to tell it true. And then when I get copyright strike, YouTube take my video down and you know what I'm talking about that you got other YouTube like, yeah man, fuck Trey Gang exposed, you know what I'm talking about? You talking about shit T code, you know what I'm talking about? That's who Trey Gang really is. All that old dumb ass shit, you know what I'm talking about? Right? Right? Hell yeah. Look at this. And watch this. You ain't got to believe me when I say this. They related. Look. They related. This nigga just married in the family. And guess what? I shouldn't even have to say no more on this, man. You know what I'm talking about? I should have to watch. Let Uncle Fed expose all of this shit.
Lie.
Yeah, let's do it.
Listen to Marco stuttering, and this and that, and the frog was yellow and then it turned orange and whatever. He just lied. Rob have no idea that Marco is lying. And you would believe they're from the street. They're from the streets and they went for that. Marco, he set me up, he set Chosen up, and he set Rob up. Chosen had no idea that I was trying to talk to him. Chosen had no idea that I was trying to get myself situated so I can talk to him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had been real sick.
Sick.
I told Marco I'm sick. I told Marco lady I'm sick.
Check this out. Don't this sound like a family member? Don't this sound like a family member of Marco? Like this is grandmama? Ooh. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? An old lady just don't just go to no anybody like I told you I'm sick and all, you know what I'm talking about. Watch this. Shout out to Uncle Fed, gang.
I have to go see a specialist. They want to take me to a doctor in Illinois. No, I got to go see my doctor. They want me to use somebody else's medical card and ID and go in the hospital. I said no. Chosen lied when he said I
Identity
was
theft.
taken to the store. Never
See that?
taken to a grocery store. I always put my money up and ask for what I want. I asked Marco, is it okay if I go?
See, y'all don't know nothing about no Discord. I heard about the Discord, but I don't know what a Discord. I need somebody to teach me this shit, bro. I told y'all I'm not no YouTuber. I'm not no creator content, bro. I'm not here just to be just trying to find something to do on this motherfucker. Man, I'm trying to solve the KENNEKA Jenkins case and KENNEKA Jenkins case only, bro. You see what I'm saying? Please teach me about this Discord because I don't even know. And I'm interested in Discord. I'm like, damn, you know, because it sounds like Discord, you gotta, to me, it sounds like you got to create some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you got a little following and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to keep the people updated and tuned in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just learned that from gaming because them motherfuckers be like, yeah, search my Discord and be like, damn, what's a Discord like? What I need to go know what I'm about? I don't know. It's an app just downloaded. What is it about? I don't know what it's about. Download it, but the link in the chat. All right, goddamn, I'm gonna do it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it for y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Until then, goddamn it, boy, let Uncle Fed polish this jewel piece up. Cause don't this sound like they here? She gonna depend on Marco and his wife to be taking her to the doctor appointments and all this, the KENNEKA Jenkins shit hot. Why did?
To the church next door.
Yeah.
No. Your face, you're too hot. Go in the bedroom and listen to the church from the bedroom window. The only fresh air I got was I'll go outside and empty the garbage without him knowing it and get some fresh air. Marco even promised me that he would take me out on New Year's Eve and take me out in further suburbs and let me see the lights and stuff. He never took me anywhere. I asked Marco, can I just go see my baby's grave? No, not right now. I got tired of being caged up like an animal. He lied to Chosen and Rob. Chosen and Rob have no idea what all was going on. It was like Marco was trying to run everything. And Chosen knew that I was trying to talk to him and contact him. I don't think he would have badmouthed me like he did him and Rob. I packed my stuff. I was sick. I was hurting. I was laying in there sick. I was hurting. I was told that I had an attitude. What kind of attitude are you supposed to have if you sick? You just laying down, you know. I packed all my stuff, and I'm sitting there, and his old lady just in my ear, and I said this to her nicely. I said, I really don't want to talk to you right now. The little 4-year-old girl went in there, you know, kids pick up old stuff. You gotta watch what you're saying when you're talking in front of kids. The little girl said, Miss Barb says she don't like me and she hate me and she's not gonna talk to me. In so many words. Okay, Marco, don't play. Miss Barb, why did you tell her this and that? I'm like, you know good well I haven't told that kid nothing like that. That's when I said it's time to go now. I started taking I had packed up everything, said I started taking my stuff down those stairs. You gotta realize they got neighbors downstairs too. So I started taking my stuff downstairs. And guess what? He lived right next door to a church, but I couldn't go there. My face too hot. I just wanted to go to church. Those people didn't know me. I could have put on a hat, some makeup. They wouldn't have knew me from a can of paint. When I got outside, evidently they were having a funeral next door. I got my stuff out. I had already rented my car. When I got out, I called them. I said, come get me now. I stood out there in the cold, waiting. This old lady, Miss Barb, she goes, Miss Barb, why don't you come on inside? It's cold out here, this, that. All these people, whatever. Nobody's paying attention to me, standing there with luggage. They're going there to church. You got all these people. Those people wasn't paying no attention to me. And the more they would get it, she would get in my ear or whatever, I would walk out to the curb and stand there. And she was like, Miss Barb, Miss Barb, Miss Barb. I still stood with my back to her. I asked Marco before I left there, could I have my daughter's copy of her birth certificate? Could I have my daughter's copy of her shot record? And could I have the copy of the police report when I filed this person report? Marco refused to answer me. He wouldn't say one word to me. So then his old lady comes to me. Is it about what happened on the live on YouTube or whatever? I ignored her. I don't want to talk no more because number one, marriage certificates don't have no date. Number two, Miss Barb didn't hear that $200 million and going after my family. Don't go after my family, Joe. I just wanted to talk to him and tell him to back off on my family. That's what it. Then Marco told all those lies. And I'm trying to get out of there. And Marco's old lady sitting there constantly, just constantly talking. The lady called me crazy. She told me I was bipolar. How am I crazy and I'm bipolar? I'm trying to get out of here. I'm sick. I need to get to my doctor. I can't go nowhere unless she takes me. She got to take me. Like I'm going to run away or something. He got to keep tabs on me. What the hell is this? When a person's sick and they got to go see their specialist, you don't try to hold them down. You understand that person needs to see their doctor. But like I said, Chosen had no idea I wanted to talk to you. Look how Chosen is lying. Listen to Marco. And she put her grandson in a casket, and the daughter got mad and took him out the casket. What the world are you talking about? as my grandson son, my daughter came up to me, hugged me, and looked at me and told me, I love you. And I told my daughter I love you. Nobody even know that I was wiring my daughter money to help her out and whatever. I got receipts. I can babble on, but this is ridiculous. That's my daughter in that ground out there. That's Antonia. That was Antonia in that freezer. Like I said, I know my daughter when I see her. I'm not gonna lie to you, Law. But I want to say something to everybody that donated money to help me out. I'm gonna tell you again, I haven't got one red penny, and this goes to Chosen and the Justice League team. I'm not pushing on Yaya and Wale because I haven't heard them. But if you guys got some people money, Chosen, Rob, y'all give them people their money back. Stop bashing me, throwing up there that I got some money. You know good well y'all ain't gave me no money. I haven't seen no money. And if you took some money from them people, give them their money back. Everybody that donated money to help Miss Barb, get your money back. And as far as Chosen being a man of God, look how he lied. He been lying all the time. Y'all just haven't been paying attention to how he's doing things. He's all into my account, putting his face next to mine. I sent Fed a picture of me to show Fed I am real. Chosen all in my account, putting a picture of me next to him because he had no idea that I wanted to talk to him. Chosen have no idea that I wanted to meet with him. I wanted to see Chosen. Look what Marco did. Like I said, he sent me, Chosen, and Ron up. Marco did this. All of this would have been avoided. Marco's old lady goes, Miss Barb, you want to wait till I go get the birth certificate and stuff? Don't you know, lady, I know that's paperwork. My daughter's paperwork is in that house. You're not going.
When she talking, they just gave you proof that if he got access to your daughter birth certificate and all this, and you depending on these people to take you back to the doctor's appointment and churches and all of this old stuff, that means these your own family members. Right? Your own family members. Ain't no old ass lady depending on Snoop in the hood taking Miss Mabel to the Miss Barbara Evans to the goddamn, come on now. Right? Don't that make sense now? And you know what thing that lady keeps saying? Her daughter is dead. And we got proof for life that her daughter is still living and don't want nothing to do with nobody on the KENNEKA Jenkins case. Crazy game, ain't it? That's why they people talking about Barbara Evans, Antonio Evans right now all on TikTok, Instagram, and all this old stuff. Just because that lady got a lawsuit and these people know like, ooh, we can't let this leak that she's still alive. Let's bring the name up. Like, yeah, you know they said, you know what I'm saying? This lady to the KENNEKA Jenkins case to get everybody mind out. This lady still alive and got a lawsuit going. The case status is open. The filing was in 11/24/2025. Stanley Moat Courthouse in California, Los Angeles Superior Court. The judge is named Robert Broadybelt. The plaintiff, Antonia Yvette Evans. The defendant, Ed Harvey Property. And what she filing on? You can look it up and Google that. Look it up and Google it. All right, watch this.
Delayed me here no longer.
Uh-huh.
Even the dog has to get out and get some air children. My goodness. They never took me to no grocery store.
Yeah.
Nowhere. Marco lied.
Marco lied.
He lied on me.
So what about the part? What about the part when you say he was talking about when they went to talk about killing people and threatening people and stuff? You ready to go?
Look, let me tell you something.
Ooh.
I don't understand what the Justice League team is doing and was doing. Now, when it gets to the place that you don't bomb somebody out, you don't put somebody in the trunk, and this is going over national media and everybody is hearing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody want to represent me.
Yeah.
This stuff. Who want to represent me?
Nobody. It's a cover up.
I don't think so.
No, you can't tell
I
now.
need somebody to reach out. I'm begging somebody to help me with this. You can't go around threatening people.
Yeah.
Listen to what Chosen said.
What he
say?
said?
Somebody's door with a briefcase. Come on,
Yeah.
man. I thought you was gonna help me. You hindering me when you talk about hurt people.
Uh-huh.
Everybody wants some pocket change. Pocket change. I wanted my daughter body exhumed. I wanted the world to see that's my baby.
Oh.
And then
You got to show the old ass lady now. If that's the case, you got to show an old ass lady. You got to show a picture of your body, your daughter's body in the casket. If you can't provide that, that means you're a part of this shit and trying to keep it going, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, let me put some shit up.
I'm sorry they took you guys, but I'm sitting here crying.
No, you're not.
They know better.
No, you're not.
Took them people money and said I left with it. How much? 60, 70,000?
More than
I
that.
bet you they got more than that. What
Well, they got.
to bet everybody out
Shit.
there?
I know they got more than that.
Could have left the money pile alone. Chosen had no idea why I had left that. I wasn't being treated right.
What?
I was being lied to.
Yeah.
And what make it so bad?
What make it bad, boo?
I did have, I had feelings for Marco like a son. Because I was accidentally called by my grandson name.
Ooh.
So you not no kin? You ain't no kin and none of them?
No, I ain't no kin to him. Chosen, nobody.
Nobody?
I'm not no kin to them.
So you're not kin to them?
I don't know. Look, I don't know Teresa Martin. I don't know nothing about that lady. All I know is that she lied. She know good and well that's not her baby in that freezer, and that's not her baby in that casket.
So now I see.
She lied. God knows she lied.
I know who it is now.
I don't know what's going on. And I'm seeing stuff. I'm searching more stuff, and I'm seeing stuff, and I'm like, oh.
So you just figured out that your daughter is cool with Miss Teresa Martin. Ooh, this who your daughter was running with. Just said like I'm a male. If you got a parent, you know what I'm saying, he was like, yeah, my son running with these guys over here. They're my son friends right here. You know, I'm talking about this my daughter friends right here. You know all of that, right? So that means they came to Barbara Evans and was like, boom, hey, where is your daughter? She cut all ties out with me. We think you're lying. Especially with Marco. Since they ain't no kin, so now you know why Marco looked just like him. Right? Now Marco looked just like his people. Damn, they look like twins. I'ma call them twin. You know what I'm talking about? I'ma call them twin because once you look at cause this just really puzzling me that man you could actually look these people names up, bro, and get information. Like damn man, these people tricked us all this time. They come YouTubers. They giving us a narrative about Barbara. Watch this. Look, watch this.
We thought this lady was sincere to her cry to us. So, you know, me sincerely, I wanted to help.
You want to help?
During the process, she was saying that was supposed to have been her daughter, and this was supposed to have been the guy that had murdered her daughter. All the whole entire time, this lady was telling us that her daughter was dead. Which was Antonia Evans, and this was supposed to have been the guy that she believed to have murdered her daughter. And this guy right here that we seeing, his name was supposed to be Rodney Stanton.
Rodney Stanton.
This is what Miss Barbara and them told us. So check this out, y'all. The reason them motherfuckers came and told us this motherfucker was the one that killed her daughter, this shit finna blow y'all mind. Do y'all know why they brought this guy to us? Because this guy had a natural life sentence. Yep. So whose idea was it to go find somebody that had a natural life sentence here in Illinois and use him as whatever they wanted to use him on? Use him as the
informant. Police
the person that was supposed to have been to kill Antonia Evans. But check this out, y'all.
Never killed her.
And his name wasn't even Rodney Stanton. So whoever coerced him together knew
and his name was never Rodney Stanton. His last name is Davis.
Exactly what they was doing. They went and found somebody in the Illinois Department of Corrections who had a natural life sentence. So bam, what they did was took this guy picture and planted another name.
That's what
so
they did.
That was done to throw us completely off.
So did.
But let me show y'all something.
See, y'all won't know nothing about Rodney Stanton.
Like I said, this guy named not even Rodney Stanton. That's why we can never get nothing made no type of fucking sense.
Cause if you mention Antonio and Betty Evans, right, you gotta mention Rodney Stanton. You know what I'm talking about? Since can't just mention her without him, right? They know this. Watch this.
Calling around and this Rodney Stanton. Hell no. They didn't have a clue. We was looking like fools.
Yeah, like fools out here, bro.
Excuse me, one quick second, y'all. I'll be real quick.
Cheap ass phone you got in that motherfucker. That's a burner phone. Somebody hit them up like, yeah, let me holler at you right quick, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Couple people in the chat, I'm peeping to some shit. You know what I'm talking about? Slow it down a little bit, you know.
All right, now I'm back.
All right, he back,
okay.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, this
guy not accepted.
Supposed to be named Rodney Stanton, supposed to be killed. Antonia Evans, which is Miss Barbara's daughter. But y'all, check this out.
She's still alive. They trying to find that killer.
Check this out. And I want y'all to know, let me know quickly once I start playing this video.
He a killer.
That
Rodney Stanton, a real killer.
Hear it, let me know quickly so I can get it right because this got to get out. Now,
that man a killer,
I'm sitting back at home, glance at the TV, and this guy's face come on the news. Right off the bat, I'm like, damn, this guy look familiar. So I listened to
you. Why you look familiar? And check this out. You mentioned him 4 years ago, but when it comes to King Rob, y'all were mentioning Rodney Stanton 7 years ago with Barbara Evans. Watch this.
That never
But
was
look,
the idea that I
it
had.
wasn't.
Because like I say, when I seen
Crazy game, man. The
the
game.
image of the in the snow going to the grave site, I already knew that
I
his
want all
faggot ass
smoke.
ain't go up there. Because he was looking shook as hell in the video with y'all any
No,
motherfucking way. He don't even
I
look
want
like
all smoke.
that scared ass nigga ain't going no motherfucking well, man. That
went
nigga
to
ain't
the
never been no goddamn
he
well
went to
before,
the
man.
grave site. He went to the grave site one time when Marco when he came out to Chicago with us, but bro went up to the grave. Marco went to the grave site the first time.
Yeah.
And how we found the grave site. Listen,
What
this
grade
really
site?
turned the pressure up. I'm telling you, we was on the three-way one day. The nigga
Three-way.
just said, "Fuck it, we gonna call up here." The nigga called up there. We was on the three-way. We was
Yeah.
looking, checking into some shit on Odie. I don't know how
On
Odie just
Odie?
came up. Why he wanted to just jump up and Google Odie that day? I mean, to get the going in on Odie. But I
Odie?
figured out what it was. We called the fucking place down there.
Yeah.
Chosen and Marco act like they was in from the army and shit. Acting like
Chosen
they was army
Marco.
people just coming in from the army. And told
Yeah.
the lady, we talking to her on the phone, like, yeah, we from the army. We looking for my nephew or Woo Wappy Bam. And they said Yodi. And she was
Yogi.
like, no, ain't no Yodi here. But this way Yodi.
Living over baby daddy Yogi. Ooh, this shit finna get crazy. Ain't this finna get crazy? What's living over baby daddy name for all the real J for K? What's living over baby daddy name? So the people that don't know, people type it in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Matter of fact, let me pull it up a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Living over baby daddy Yogi. I need to put the sister in there. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on. KENNEKA Jenkins. I got to put KENNEKA Jenkins in that chart. Pow. Let me just put KENNEKA in that chart and go to yoga. I know who talked about yoga. Uh, Mona Stacks. Let me see, can I find Mona Stacks right quick? She talked about yoga. You know what I'm saying? Once you found out, oh man, Uncle Fig got this shit too. Ooh wee, it's finna get good. Boy, this finna get good. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I need to go to hold on, matter of fact, let me play the video while he talking about yoga.
He's supposed to have been buried there because this on his obituary. They
Uh-huh.
said there wasn't no Yodi there. Then
Yeah.
Chosen just came out, hey, is it KENNEKA Jenkins there? And they told us right where the plot was. That's how we got that. Then we talked to Tim. Tim gave me and Marco his number. Tim was like, I'm gonna call my motherfucking the
Tim.
boss here. He was like, man, dude ain't like that. Ooh, my boss, man. If he found out some foul play, we told him everything. They switched the bodies. Woo wop the bam. Chose to ask him, Tim, so was you the one that buried him? Tim said, yeah, he was the one that buried her. So Tim
Uh-huh.
switched numbers with us. We had a number, man.
Yeah.
We tried to call Tim back the next day. Tim wasn't even fucking with us no more. Act like we had the wrong number. I say, damn, now I'm thinking
What?
Chosen. But then when I called Chosen in the Antonia video, when we was looking at the funeral, she was like, yeah, this may be Tim right here. I guarantee you this Tim. But how would you know? We never seen Tim. We only talked to him on the phone.
See, I don't need, man, this shit got me all the way to the point, man, where I'm even more pissed the fuck off with this clown ass nigga the way he did this bullshit, man. Especially with this Antonia Evans shit, man. And then the thing about it is, like, when I seen that he wasn't doing no motherfucker.
I know she did take those videos down. She better not take yoga video down. Oh man. She took it down. Oh shit. She the one that had Yogi on the joint. Hold on, I might can find it right here. Hold on, I'll be right back. I find it. I got it download. No worry, gang. God damn it. Let me see, can I find it jump right quick? Gotta go to my download. Let me see. Where you at? God damn it. I probably did do it, but I can always find it. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, yoga, oh baby daddy. Yoga, I need yoga. Man, god damn it. Where you at, yoga? Goddamn, where you at? Oh shit. Y'all bear with me, goddamn it, 'cause man, everything I do, gang, I got receipts on this shit. And been showing receipts since I've been on this. Man, she done took all the videos down. She actually took the jumps down. She really took the jumps down. You exposed. Just like my suspicions. So you took. Hold on, somebody else got it too though. Hold up. Hold on, let me go here, y'all. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me go right here before I come back. Nah, not this one. God damn it. I made a video about it. I say video. I ain't got no worries. I got no worries. I'm gonna go to Moni Stacks. She took the video down. Niggas, let go to baby daddy. You know what I'm talking about? Go to baby daddy. Like, all right, this Kanika daddy. All right, it's Livernois daddy. I mean, hold on, Cali. So I got to find that video. Yogi. Yeah, she took that jump down, y'all. She took it down. But I'm gonna show y'all the video though. When I find that John, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it on my spare time. I just wanna boom, so you'll see what's going on here.
The story on why they were showing this guy face. Check this out. Remember I just said they went and found the guy who had natural life and used his face with a different name to
Hey, what you said? Hey, look, I see Trey Gang had got rid of all his snake ass mods. Oh, look, hey, look, I had made that announcement like shit, like months ago going on a year. I said, man, look, all these mods finna get exposed. Then I said that shit. Shit. hmm That's why. That's why, bro. Look.
throw us off. The whole entire time, they went and found the guy who had natural life at the time. But y'all, this guy pops up on the news today. He's finna be released from prison today. He was convicted on bogus charges. They forced him into confession back in 1990.
I don't want to know how my microphone get muted over here. All right, be back on. I ain't even mute my microphone, gang. I'm over here talking this shit, and I'm like, I ain't even touch the mic button. Somebody fucking with me, bro. Let me repeat what I said. You got today is April Fool's Day. Look when he released this, 2001 on April Fool's Day. The same day they let the man out. All right. Check this out. When the man get out of jail, guess who he looking for? Antonio and Vet Evans. This in 2021. When MTV dropped a documentary, do y'all know the dates when MTV dropped the true crime documentary, Murder Calculator KENNEKA Jenkins? Right? You see what I'm saying now? Look, and you just heard this shit. Watch this.
Okay? She got raped in March of 2017,
Yeah.
but she
Yeah.
looked exactly like KENNEKA.
Yeah.
Now you got Lenora and Teresa playing the mom and the sister. That is not her mom, and that is not her motherfucking sister, okay? She's not neither of them. The sister is actually related to the girl that was raped in March that looks like KENNEKA, but that's not her. So I'm gonna tell you what they did. They hid Brianna in Indiana and paid KENNEKA to play two people. They played KENNEKA to play Brianna because she looked so much like her, and they also paid her to play a girl that died in the freezer, but she was never supposed to die.
She was never supposed to die.
The other girl that died is Antonia Evans. So listen to me.
Uh-oh. Everybody wanted Antonio and Vet Evans. Everybody wants y'all to be like, she dead. Antonio and Vet Evans dead. Yeah, nah, she ain't dead. According to the court paper, she's suing, goddammit. She must need some bread. Man, you gotta sue motherfuckers now, you know what I'm talking about? Court filing. Here we go. Let's go to it. Can we go to it? Oh yeah, court filing. Tonya Vet Evans still alive. So this just exposed King Rob, Chosen King, Marco, August Cole, Straight Drop, Chosen King. Look, she ain't breaking shit down. Y'all, man, look, I swear to God, I used to watch this video 1,000 times, try to comprehend, like, what the fuck she talking about? All these people died tonight. If she break it down, what? If you say she breaking it down, why the court paper saying Antonio Vet Evans is still alive in the court and suing in California? And when I did my research, I'm like, man, y'all look, I did some research on her. She's an actor. She from the west side of Chicago. She stay right in the neighborhood. Everybody know her. You see what I'm saying? If she gonna break it down, she finna break it down to a conspiracy theory. Man, this lady said this lady is in the cat. That's supposed to be KENNEKA Jenkins, bro. Really though? I knew it was something up with it. Cause the whole time when I'm looking, I'm like, okay, how many people that died that night? I read the reports. I know they said this supposed to be KENNEKA Jenkins died. But when I go to the dispatch call and I look at that timestamp, it's gotta be a responding call to a person that's still alive that need medical assistance. You see what I'm saying? So it's still gonna go back to two persons. Guess who died? Not Antonio and Vet Evans. Not Antonio and Vet Evans, but her daughter died. Guess who her daughter was? Watch this. KENNEKA Jenkins Eugenia Walker.
Rest in peace to Eugenia Marche Walker. This is the other young lady that.
And watch this. Check this out. If you look, bro, where I need to go to, goddamn it. That's the second girl. KENNEKA and her. That's finna relate back. Check this out. Eugenia Walker, meaning Tanasia Walker. Alright, watch this. Let's do it like this here. KENNEKA Jenkins, Tanasia Walker. Right? Alright, boom. Let's go to Tanasia Walker. Right? Look. Hold on. I just want to go to Tanasia Walker. Man, y'all see how, you know what I'm saying, she supposed to be turning up in the goddamn Adderall. Y'all see how they keeping it? Look. If I would have told y'all look up at Tanasia Walker, everybody won't even know who Tanasia Walker is, but the J4K people, right? So let's go to this. I ain't even say this. Matter of fact, TY Live. Man, they gonna make me type this shit in, man. I can't be typing like this up under the influence. Cause I'ma be goddamn it, typing wrong words and shit. Like that nigga can't even spell. That just like shit. I get pulled over. It's over with. There go Tanasia Walker right there, right? See Tanasia Walker right there. Pie y'all. Let's go to Tanasia Walker. Where's Eugenia? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Oh, let me turn the chat off on that, John. Man, y'all, I'm out of goddamn it. Man, I need to straighten up my attitude, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I need to cut all these monitors off because I got 4 screens over here, and I'm looking at one screen, and I'm breaking it down. I'm looking at this screen. The screen y'all looking at, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't looking at the screen y'all looking at, but the screen I'm looking at, that's the one that y'all ain't seeing. Look. Tanasia Walker, Eugenia Walker. Right? Tanasia Walker, Eugenia Walker. All right. Check this out. I got to go to China. Barbara Evans. And once you look at Barbara Evans, right? And then when you look at Eugenia Walker, woo-wee-wee. No wonder why Mr. Reese had to go live and say, I ain't mean nothing that happened to nobody, child. You know what I'm talking about? I don't mean nothing. You know what I'm talking about? And keep this shit quiet. Y'all know this? Y'all don't know this? If you look at that chin, that nose, and then look, and then you'll find out who they daddy is, you'll be like, damn, it all makes sense. When I say keep it in the family, it's like you got a family that were married. Just say like you got the Jenkins family were married in the Davis family. Now you got Dave family. That mean they cousin finna smash your cousin. Boom. All y'all finna have kids. Cause y'all were up under the same umbrella and y'all got some shit going, bro. You don't want no outside breed to breed with your family. You don't want no square bloodline in your family, right? You see what I'm saying? That's just like you got a pit bull, a show dog. Why would you breed that motherfucker with a mutt? You see what I'm saying? You want to keep that bloodline pure, bro. Yeah, look, boom. Not just that pure. It's about, hey, y'all gang, we gang too. It's just like, man, you got a brother, you know what I'm saying, and you and goddamn it, just say like your brother bring his homeboys over there. One of his homeboys wanna holler at you and shit. You see what I'm saying? Man, bro, finna be like, man, look, you know what I'm saying? In some real gang shit, he wouldn't even mind, cause he already know what coming out of. Yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? You for my suit like you know what I'm talking about. I know you finna do the right thing, you gonna get your ass broke off. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't even play, it's already understood, bro. I ain't finna holler at, you know what I'm talking about? You see what I'm saying? And that thing, you know, man, this your baby daddy, boom, boom, boom. You know how your brother is, you know, it's all love, you know what I'm saying? Ain't like that, bam, you had a baby with an op ass nigga, and this thing you know, ain't none of that, bro. Man, Chicago is built different, bro. I swear to God. Take a flight right now to Chicago and dress up. You will normally dress and walk down and west side. I bet you will get gunned down. Man, them folk finna gun your ass down. Man, them folk finna gun your ass down. And guess what they finna do? The corner finna pick you up and let down. Who is this? Y'all killed today, man. We don't know who the fuck that nigga is. I find out. This nigga here ain't from here. Oh yeah, well let's take the body, you know what I'm talking about, and let's go get some kidneys and some organs, you know what I'm talking about, 'cause we might have a sale for this, you know what I'm talking about. That's when you happen, you know what I'm saying, if you step in the territory with gang members that's on some gang shit and connected to corners, they can make you disappear. Boy, they can grind you up into some ground beef and everybody got snoop patties. Yeah, what they doing? Yeah, that's Snoop hamburger. We want some bacon on that mug? Yeah, give me a bacon on that mug, bud. Some cheese too, and lettuce and some onions. And you bite that mother like motherfucker spicy as hell. Like what the fuck? Yeah, that's why that motherfucker spicy. Nigga didn't wash his ass. You know, we had to heat it with that goddamn paella season on that joint. That's the real flavor right there. That's where you get your salt from. You know what I'm talking about? Your proteins, and you be like, oh my God. How many people in here? Ooh, we doing good, gang. We doing good. How many people in here right now? 144. I'm doing this shit for a reason, y'all. I'm doing this for a reason. Check this out. Tanasia Walker, Eugenia Walker. You never actually saw Eugenia Walker on the footage. Keep this in mind. They said that lady died on September the 11th. How she would die on September the 11th and she was pronounced dead on the scene on September the 9th at 2 something in the morning? And then they had to switch it up and say, nah, my bad. It's era September the 10th at on a Sunday at 2 something in the morning. And people could allow people to change their narrative. This is like me. I could just come to my gal and be like, where you been last night? Oh man, I was out goddamn hooping with the guys at the basketball court. Oh yeah, I went to the basketball court. Wasn't nobody there. Oh my bad. I'm sorry, boy. I was at the goddamn restaurant. You sure? Like I just didn't never told a lie. Come Come on, man. Really though? That means shit. I would have had the perfect relationship in the world. Why when I try to lie and cheat, get my way out of the situation, I always get caught? Now you some geniuses out here. Man, them females, look, they done broke like up, Trey Gang. They kept up with timestamp. They remember shit months ago. Like, yeah, cause I know when I first met your ass, and you know what I'm saying. I remember when I first started letting you ride my goddamn Hyundai, Trey Gang, and that's when you met that bitch. Cause that's when you were like, yeah, you need anything from the store? I need the keys, boo. And that's where that bitch be at. That bitch one line when she text me like, yeah, I remember the first time you gave him the keys, bitch. I was in your car. There was my goddamn earrings you found in that motherfucker. Can I have them back? And I'm like, and then I come in that motherfucker. She like, is these bitches earring? And no, me, Trey Gang, shit. Don't make me become a good compulsive liar. Cause I can tell your ass a cold ass lie and make you goddamn it second guess that bitch like, well, look, bitch, I don't believe none of this shit you saying. Bitch, you done broke in the car and done plant the earrings. You know what I'm talking? I'm have hoes going crazy out here. Look, I'm so cold. Look, they plant. Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm making money like, yeah, bitch, you a crazy bitch, stalking that hoe, stalking my man and shit, bitch. You done broke in my man car last night and put all your jewelry in there, trying to make me jealous, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, play game with them like that, cause that do happen now. You know what I'm talking about? I know. I really do know this. If you was, you know what I'm about? Yeah. That's why some of y'all got assault charges right now. Whooping another broad, trying to be like, yeah, what the fuck? Cause you done found out like, damn, he got some of my taco meat. Bitch, I'm so hostile right now. Like, damn, you know. And I'm like, damn, you mad at the nigga, but it ain't her fault though. You know what I'm talking about? She ain't put a gun in that man head, but like, come and smash me right now. That just show how weak minded your man is. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, look at this shit. Watch this, y'all. Hold on, I don't hear nothing because I
Hear
got
from
up.
her
Yep.
again.
Uh,
So when I didn't hear from her,
yeah.
I didn't hear from her almost a month, and then she finally called me and told me this guy had busted her mouth all up.
Oh yeah, all right. I see what you got going on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I got a couple of people in the chat asking, why you want to go to the police?
Watch this.
I did go to the police.
Okay, let them know.
I went to at least 4 police stations. They was bouncing me around like a bouncing ball.
Okay.
I did go to the police station. I had one cop ask my brother, am I dementia or whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with me, but I'm black and broke. I ain't senile, I ain't crazy. I know what's going on. I know when I go file a missing person report, I see everybody else missing person report printed in big black bold letters. She give me this little stuff and tell me I doubt if this ever reached you.
Oh shit, you just so. Oh man, hold up. Wait a minute. Shout out to the super chat. Man, you just really solved something for me. Trey Gang, make a visual family tree. If that's too much work, I understand, but you do, man, you know, that ain't too much work. That's easy work. Floyd Mayweather, you know, I remember like how everybody was saying about Mayweather and the Pacquiao fight. Yeah, it's finna be a 10, but it's finna be easy work. That's what I need to do. I appreciate that, bro. That's what I'm finna do and make a visual family tree. And I'm a diagram that giant. I'm a diagram. Oh, like oh man, you a blessing. Man, you a blessing. Now look, if you find out, watch this. Cause everything what I'm saying, I can actually go be like, this would save me a copyright strike. Cause check this out. This why I be getting copyright strike cause of this stuff. Cause cause I be trying to prove my point. Be like, look, Tony Vet Evans still alive. And I show y'all this, YouTube would be like, look, let's go against our guideline. We got to take the video down. You see what I'm saying? And then next time you know, I would just say I don't spent about 3-4 hours spilling some hot tea. Then the video get took down, and then that made me look green as hell. Like ain't nobody watch Trey Gang no more. Man, I done had video, live video, bro. They done scroll every last one of them Johns, bro. And when they struck it, it don't even be real copyright strike. They just be like, look, it's a flaw in your content. We got to review it. And I'm like, all right, go on review it. And then they take their time to review it and then tell me, oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. What? Like, what the fuck? Like that? Damn. You see what I'm saying? My views dropping on this type of shit. I told everybody, I said, man, look, if I put look, at least I want everybody. Just imagine you getting views every day. No problem with the views. And the minute when I said, man, y'all, bro, I got to put this content out here. And the views finna drop on this shit, bro. It's finna drop. Cause this shit here, man, look. Watch this. If you look at Eugenia Walker, and if you look at her, go back who Tanasia Walker is. Eugenia Walker, Tanasia Walker. Then you finna have Barbara Levette Evans, a.k.a. Barbara Levette Edith Jenkins. Like you got Kimberly Jenkins, you know what I'm talking about? You know, stuff like that, right? Now look, y'all could download these files. You see what I'm saying? And see what this is about. And this shit was recently. That's why everybody talking about the lady, bro. Think about it, what Trey Gang was saying. Look, that's why her name came back in the algorithm, because she got a lawsuit going. And to cover this lawsuit, right? Guess what you gotta have to do? Make content about her on TikTok, all this shit, and zoom you in, be like, when they talk about KENNEKA Jenkins, they're gonna talk like, yeah, Tony, you're Vet Evans, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and all this conspiracy theory come behind it. All because the lady back in the algorithm. That's what, if I was a crooked ass person, I would need TikTok, YouTube, all this. If I got a court filing and people assuming that I'm dead or a witness protection program, you know what I'm saying? Hey, go on YouTube, throw all that narrative out there so the court document, they won't look into this because they're going to be stuck in the narrative of conspiracy mode, bro. Bye, y'all. Appreciate that super chat. Appreciate you, $9.99. Goddamn it. Great job, Trey Gang. Appreciate that KAA, you know what I'm talking about. I can't pronounce your name because this, you know what I'm talking about, because they ain't just like. But I appreciate that, though. You know what I'm talking about. Appreciate it. Appreciate that love, though. You see what I'm saying, y'all? All right. Since she popped up back in the algorithm, look what she would be filing. All back to the same scams. It's suing. Wrongful death. And guess what? And you want to know what's the cold part about it? They even got a lawsuit with a Jenkins. Yeah, Tony and Vet Evans even got a lawsuit with the Jenkins family on the same shit. Like, damn, what y'all working together? It's like that dude that went to Minnesota and figured out the fraud that was going on in Minnesota with the Somalians. Boy, wait till you dig into this shit. You're gonna be like, damn, they know how the system works. They know how that's how they survive, working in school system, kill people, to get the insurance claim money on them, adopt the kids, and all this shit. Or organization, you know, you get away with this shit for the people like us. They can spread this dumb shit on us and this narrative, and you know all this. I'm tired. I got to spill the truth. Let's go to this. Watch this. We heard this, right? This what we need to hear.
But the research alone, I was like, okay, well, where is he getting this shit from? Like who giving him this shit? That's how I always knew that it was a higher up. I knew that it was somebody that was issuing out orders to that nigga, and he was following the motherfuckers too, but playing it all the motherfuckers. And look, this man played it to the point, man, where he was more or less using y'all like y'all were hype man the shit out this motherfucker, man.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, world. This what happened, world.
Man, that motherfucker, listen, man, if it wasn't for y'all, that nigga wouldn't have been saying none of that motherfucker shit. But when I cussed that nigga ass out on fair shit, when he called your motherfucking ass, he called you like you were gonna be some backup or some motherfucking shit, and I was talking to him as one grown man to another motherfucking grown man. What the fuck I'm gonna pick up a phone, call somebody for if I done fell out with you? I ain't calling no motherfucking, what the fuck I'm calling somebody for?
It's like, it's like this, world. It's like this, world. He wasn't using us for no pawns, because guess what? At the end of the day, he got what he got coming, but he wasn't losing us for no pawns. You got to look at it like this here, world. Everybody that subbed to Chosen and started following him, and that was Justice League and that was family over there. Only reason, and I didn't come to 3 months in the case. I came on Chosen King 2. And damn, at the end of that motherfucker, it's like this here, bro. This what Chosen did. Chosen, right what Chosen did. There wasn't no higher-ups controlling Chosen to do that, none of that. Chosen was straight a part of the plan in the dough. Chosen went in knowing what he was finna do. Chosen was in there taking them screenshots, them shots and all that shit. That shit, that x-ray screen with them bodies in it. And he was just holding that shit to the side. Miss Barbara had shit. Chosen knew exactly what the fuck he was gonna do. Everybody that followed that man was following that man because that man was bringing out more truth than anybody on YouTube. Yeah, Straight Drop was over there dropping his blurry footage. Mike Larry was doing what he was doing. Everybody was doing what the fuck they was doing. But wasn't nobody dropping what Chosen King was dropping. He was dropping straight up facts about the
straight up fact. Boy, don't we need to go to Mike Larry channel, goddamn it, and let's watch his shit? He took some of his shit down too. Hold on, look, check this out. Ain't this crazy? Not Mona Stacks taking down her video, cause you know when you see shit coming, bruh. When you see shit coming, bruh, you finna take all this shit down. Matter of fact, 54 need to upload that video when Chosen King was at the ice machine with King Rob and talking about this the route that she took right here. Yeah, I want to know if that video took it down now. Man, I'm finna violate all the rules tonight. Fuck you talking about. I'm down with KENNEKA Jenkins. And if motherfucker ain't down with KENNEKA Jenkins, man, middle fingers up to the world, bro. Cause the world's so corrupt, bro, man. I'm not finna entertain none of this. Man, I'm finna give you straight up facts. Cause look, everybody not from the hood. Everybody not from the suburb. At least everybody will at least have a common sense. And they know we got common sense. It's like a narrative is like a pill. Huh? What you say? What you believe what happened? Man, I believe what this happened. Huh? Look, take my pill and I'm gonna give you when I give you the pill, look, I want you to think about this shit right here. And you take that pill like, ooh, I see what you're saying now. You like, damn. With some video edited, let's hit that kush, drink a little bit, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't got no mouthpiece. I ain't trying to sound like a news anchor. So bad I want to put on a 3-piece suit with them goddamn gators on and show you some real goddamn anchor news, you know what I'm talking about? Just like on Fox News. They got the whole background on this shit. Show you how cute I am, goddamn it. Bye, y'all. Watch this, y'all. Listen to this shit. Look.
Butcher, straight up facts about everything
Yeah.
because he was there. That's what
Uh-huh.
drew everybody in.
Yeah.
So when we
Yeah.
get there, I was just a regular old nigga that you just come on the panel and break shit down. I'm the one broke the 911 tape down
Yeah.
on their
You
ass.
did
I
that.
used to just come on the panel and break shit down and just chill.
Yeah,
But then
you
when
did that.
Chosen brought Miss Barbara, that's what turned it up to a different level.
Yeah.
Because when Miss Barbara got to us and she laid that shit out in Chicago and dropped that paperwork,
Uh-huh.
everything we went through panned out, man.
Ooh-wee.
Downtown panned out everything. The
Shut it
crib,
down.
the police, everything. But it seemed like everybody we was going to, they was trying to pay us or turn us around.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Pay y'all.
Chosen knew his payday. But then
Yeah.
he got to thinking like, damn, these niggas really in it with the passion. You know what I'm saying? Then it was too far gone by then. You see what I'm saying? That's when
Yeah.
it came in. We moving too fast.
Moving too fast. Yeah.
And
Slow
then
your
that's
head
the thing,
down.
and that's what I'm saying, right? See, if I'm fucking with somebody, right, and every time we together, it might even be some crazy retarded shit that I do or whatever. If they always laughing and if they always in agreement with me, I don't fuck with them.
That's
The
why
reason
they
I don't
all
fuck
on
with
the
them because I don't need no
panel.
motherfucking yes man. And see, the thing with his motherfucking ass, the stuff that he was finding out, the stuff that he was finding
Lock
out,
these sucker
totally
ass
as
out.
fast as what he was
Fuck you talking
finding out.
about.
Now that we got reason to motherfucking believe that he already knew from the motherfucking beginning,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
already would have been looking at that nigga with side eye, bro.
They just
I would have
mad
looked
cause
at him
he
with side eye
snitched.
all the way, bro.
They just mad cause he snitched on everybody's ass. The reason why he snitched on everybody is cause the heat was turned up on Chosen King. He didn't tell everybody what happened to KENNEKA Jenkins cause he felt sorry. Now he told everybody what happened to KENNEKA Jenkins. Goddamn, he more guilty than these motherfuckers is. Then the nigga Mammy, allegedly Mammy, reach out to Trey Guy. Hey Trey Guy, can I talk to you for a minute? Nope, bitch.
But you don't know that if you don't let your passion overflow, that you don't know that if you don't let your. I'm telling you, if somebody, listen, world, if somebody is down the street, you seen somebody shoot somebody, world, somebody get shot around the corner, I take you around the corner and say, world, this nigga shot right here, his name is Woo Wapty Bam. If a motherfucker giving you facts, world, you gonna ride with them facts, world. It was like, it's like this here, world, like, the least, it's like me and Marco is far from being like dummies and just gonna fall for anything. You see what I'm saying? You see we sliced them. It's just the thing is like Marco said, we let our passion overload our intellect. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, if a person put facts in your face, you gon' do that. Like, I'm gonna tell you what really hooked Sinker and got me with Chosen. When Chosen broke down that motherfucking footage about look up there, the dude with the fucking director stick and how people was turning around. All that shit was facts, bro. You see what I'm saying? That shit was facts. He was dropping more facts than any motherfucker on YouTube. And a lot of motherfuckers was dropping assumptions. That boy was coming with 100% facts, and he knew what he was doing because he was the only nigga out of all them YouTubers that went to the right, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, Ron, I got some audio I want to play with.
Go ahead, world.
It's real short. It's like 2 minutes, bro. All right. Okay. Check this out. I want everybody to listen. Tell me how familiar this story sounds to what was going on. Everybody listen.
Now, to an ICM exclusive, 50-year-old Sherilyn Jackson was dead. The death certificate from the Philadelphia Medical Examiner. Well, now, to an ICM exclusive, 50-year-old Sherilyn Jackson was dead. The death certificate from the Philadelphia Medical Examiner said so. But 13 days after her funeral and burial, she showed up alive. Her family was stunned and overjoyed, but ICM reporter major investigation is now underway to find out who was buried in Sherilyn Jackson's grave. Sharing a treasured picture of his now 50-year-old daughter, Sherilyn, with me, Dave Minnie spoke of the terrible moments when he was told that after she was reported missing from her West Philadelphia apartment July 18th, she had been found dead.
I had to call my wife, and give it a sad news over the phone. Yeah. And they just found her daughter dead.
Family members gathered to mourn during an August 3rd funeral at this undertaker's chapel, followed by burial at Colonial Memorial Park.
Hey, let me stop it right there. If y'all just heard that old man say he had to call his family member and report that the girl was dead, don't y'all remember Miss Barbara said she had to call Anthony's son? Hey, look, that he was dead. But hold on. Let's not get it so no interruption. Let's keep it moving and then we break it down. But I just wanted to say that the father. So right now we at the point where this woman, 50 years old, came up missing out of her apartment, same way as Ann did, and then on top of that, they buried her. They supposedly buried her, but it wasn't her. She showed up 13 days later, so they buried someone else. And now they got her father around the same age as Miss Barbara on the news saying that he don't understand what happened. and that's why I'm telling you. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm going to keep it rolling. It's still playing. Hold on. It's not done. I'm going to keep it moving.
But then, last Friday, 13 days after the grieving family said their farewells here, Minnie got unimaginably good news in a call from his grandson Travis. Sherilyn was alive.
You know how you feel that you just about to get over it, that she's dead, and then Travis comes in with the news that she's alive.
4 weeks after disappearing, she had suddenly shown up at a mental health facility in Center City. And so as investigators try to figure out just how this could possibly have happened, a very important question remains unanswered. Just who is the unidentified woman buried in this grave?
We were happy that her daughter was alive, but we were so also unhappy on account of the person that we buried.
In fact, Philadelphia officials say they have no idea who the woman is buried in the grave first thought to be Sherilyn's. She's a Jane Doe, found dead here at 59th and Spruce from natural causes. Her body taken to the medical examiner's office, then signed out as being Sherilyn. A health department official explaining all proper procedures were followed. Both a social worker who knew Sherilyn and her son Travis identifying her from pictures.
When he went, they showed him a picture, a black and white picture, and it looked like Cheryl. So he said that was her.
City officials say they now plan to exhume the body buried here, hoping to identify her.
She's alive. We're happy about that. Happy for her and sad for the mother that's missing her daughter.
Just who is buried here? For now, perhaps forever, unknown. In Trenton, Walt Hunter, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay, now let me say something now. Let me say one thing before you say anything. Now, what I just told you earlier, okay? Now, what I just told you earlier, when I said that about Antonia Evans, when I told you about the girl in Greensboro, when I told you to scroll down to that nice picture, if you type in Antonia Evans, South Carolina, you scroll down to where the picture's at, scroll all the way over to the left, you're going to see that man right there. Because from that same article I'm telling you about, when that man recorded that on the news, the person on YouTube who posted that first is all kind of reckless. That's who posted it, bro. That's who posted that video. That's why I say Chosen already knew what it was, bro.
Posted what video?
Ben peeped this out, bro.
Posted what video, bro? What video you talking about?
Anybody search it right now, and when you go on Google, you're gonna see his name right on there. I remember when he screen recorded it and posted it. So he said that woman looked just like Miss Barbara. He said the man looked like Miss Barbara.
What video are you talking about?
So everything. That's the man. The clip that Marco just played, that we heard the audio, I can post it live on my joint right now. You know what? I wish I can show the video.
Bro,
I'll show you right. That's my.
Hey, bro. Hey, Marco. Marco and World. Marco and World. Let me tell you and World something. I already peeped. Soon as I just heard Marco play that video, I can tell y'all just what the fuck happened in that video. I ain't talking about I seen the video or nothing. I can tell you exactly what happened in that video, Marco, and you got to pay attention because you missed something vital. You missed something. You remember when we called that dude down there looking for Geneva Knox? You know what that dude told her?
Yeah.
We was looking for Geneva Knox, and this is what this man explained to us, and we have it on file. This is what they do. We have it on record. This is what that man say.
That man said they got this shit on file. World News, you heard that? And you said, yeah. On file. He said, I could tell you about the video, and I ain't even seen the joint. Meaning he placed himself as a crime scene and everybody else, right? And did some crazy shit. Look.
If we was looking for Geneva Knox, and this is what this man explained to us,
Yeah.
and we have it on file. This is what they do. We have it on record. This is what that man say. If somebody get killed, and they come up as natural causes, you don't come up in the database, in the world database. That's why they try to trick us with Geneva. We called for Geneva Knox. They kept saying, is she an old lady? Did she die at a nursing home anywhere? Dude said, I can't find her in the database. But they killed her. But as long as they put you in there dying of natural causes, you don't pop up in the database. So they threw any old body up in there, and that girl was still alive, the other girl. That's how they do that. When we talked to that man at the place, he said, if they die from natural causes or die from an old folks home, you do not come up in the worldwide database as being dead.
And if you
That's
set
how they
up,
switched that, Marco. That's how they switched that body right there.
yeah,
When you said, damn, when they was asking like
Cold
what they do with the
Sam.
body. But did you hear him say they found the body of somebody with natural, somebody was found that died just of natural causes. So when they put in there as natural causes, you don't come up in the worldwide database as being dead.
Because it's not a homicide.
That's why we couldn't find Geneva Knox, because they played Geneva Knox off as a, what, an 86-year-old? They played Geneva Knox off as an 86-year-old lady who died from natural causes. And Geneva Knox was 40-something years old, 40-something, in the mid-40s. And I got the whole thing, and I got Geneva Knox original fucking page that was on like True Finders and shit.
And Geneva Knox wasn't 40. She was a teenager. That's what I know. She was a teenager. Geneva Knox was a teenager, and her mama reached out to me and begged Trey Gang to find her daughter, but she been returned though.
Chosen and went on there and took it off because I kept saying Chosen. Here you go, Geneva Knox shit. That's how we found Geneva real address around the corner from Tyrolan.
Right. But you know why they do that, bro? I'm gonna tell you why they do that.
Oh, why they do that?
Separate the people down from natural cause.
They know the game.
From people that die from a crimes, section.
Yeah.
So they figure that people would pay more attention than people. Like if somebody died due to a crime, society would pay more attention to that. Rather than somebody that cause.
But they take advantage of it, though.
Scam they doing.
Yeah, see, they taking advantage of it. They use the body for natural causes. So if they take a homeless motherfucker,
that's the only reason they doing it.
Like they did Geneva. When we play that footage back, when we play that audio back on Geneva, and that dude talking to us down there, that's what they'll do. They play Geneva off as dying from natural causes. So when they play them off for dying from natural causes, your people could be calling up to the morgue like, is she up here? She up here? No, she ain't gonna be there. They ain't gonna say because she ain't coming up nowhere in the whole fucking system. Nowhere. Me and Marco tricked dude to tell us everything. Dude was like, if they die from natural causes or in the old folks' home, they would not come up in no worldwide database system as being a dead person. That's why they want the homeless people, y'all, and all that. They can just say they died from natural causes. Boom.
And that's what they did. All those homeless people got killed in Texas. All those homeless people with Trey Gang were trying to tell y'all about. Hold on, matter of fact, let me do it like this here. Watch this. Hold on. Homeless people coming up missing in Texas. It's crazy. Right here. Look, you can scroll, right? Once you scroll, hold on. Serial killer killing homeless in Texas. Right there. Look, all this, it like what he said. Hold on, I need the recent videos. All the homeless people that was coming up missing in Texas. You go one of these videos. Uh, Damn, it was just recently. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I know where I need to put missing bodies found in Texas. Boom. Body locate search for missing teen. They go to missing teen. You got a missing teen. This in Texas, right? I need the one. Boom. This three. I ain't never heard of this, John, but I'm gonna look into it, see what part of Texas. I'm trying. Yeah, 22 people found in Houston, Texas Bay Area this year, and all these people were linked back to the homeless people. Why did? Check this out. Right here.
Taxing.
To Texas now, and the push for more information about people found dead in different bayous around Houston. Officials say 6 bodies have been found in Houston's bayous within just 2 weeks, and records show at least 22 deaths in Houston bayous so far this year. Let's bring in CBS News national reporter Karen Wong live for us now from Houston.
This is shit, all homeless, right?
Understandably, many people in the city are afraid that there is someone dangerous out on the loose. Is that a theory?
That's definitely a theory, Elizabeth, but Houston officials say that is not the case. They say these 22 deaths are not related. Officials are really trying to stop these rumors that there's a serial killer on the loose in the city. But understandably, people are afraid that violent crime is growing. You can just imagine 22 deaths in this year alone in nearby bayous. And of those 22, the medical examiner has only released the cause of death for 6 of them. The medical examiner says of those 6, 4 of them drowned, 1 suffered a cardiac arrest, and another died by suicide. And also, of those 6, 3 were accidental, 2 involved drugs, and another involved blunt force trauma, officials say. Elizabeth?
Blunt force trauma. What the fuck? What King Rod said?
Throw them up in the thing. Like if they die from natural causes or in the old folks' home, they will not come up in no worldwide database system as being a dead person. That's why they want the homeless people, y'all, and all that. They can just say they died from natural causes, boop, throw them up in the thing. And then me and Marco turned around and talked to the people from the morgue where they cremated Geneva at, and she said it was one tall dude. I'm not saying it was chosen, but that's what she told us. She said it was one tall dude. It was a private funeral. One tall dude came in and left with her in ashes.
Real shit.
That's how they play them off. With that, if they can get a motherfucker and they be like, okay, get a homeless motherfucker or something and say they died from natural causes, that's why Chosen never wanted me to break that Rodney Stanton them shit down.
A drug overdose. If they got mental issues, say they died from mental issues. If they old, you know what I'm saying, and died, you know, they could be old and you could be murdered and be like, well, damn, he was homeless, he died from natural causes. I ain't never heard a homeless man die from starvation. You see what I'm saying? Always food is plenty food, right? So it ain't that. And I look at my city and every other city. So what I did, I said, I want to know how many homeless people be discovered in the whole 50 states in the United States, and the number is astonishing to me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Some of these people cases don't even get news. Don't you know a lot of murder cases don't get on the news? I hope y'all realize that. Man, don't you know when I found out the real news is in the paper? You would be surprised that you would never hear about a shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like in the news, if it's viral or something like that, right? But you would never hear about it in the news about what happened to those if the hood like this, what the suburbs like? Oh, it's just quiet and peaceful around here. Shit, according to YouTube, TikTok and shit, you know what I'm saying? And shit, when they release body cameras and shit, y'all the main one that be going viral. Covering up bodies, locking kids in dungeons, in these big ass houses, and you know what I'm saying? All this shit for real, bruh. Look, watch this.
Because if you look at today's shit, you'll be like, wow, these motherfuckers probably got over 100 and some different names and shit. All linking back
Yeah.
to the same house.
Same house.
I've been thinking about how he ran that scam on us, bro. I don't know, bro, but you know, sometimes when I
Same
think about that
house.
shit, bro,
Cause
that
they're
shit
running
really
the
pissed
foster
off
care
to
home.
a level, bro, that
And they work for
I don't even want to tell
CPS,
you on
Child
YouTube
Protective
right now.
Service,
You know what I'm saying? It's
CPS.
just the whole fact
Ooh, that's why
that
Miss
how
Teresa
he
kept
took
that
me
in her
and Rob, bro,
mouth.
due to the fact, right? You know, he was
Whoa.
sensitive, you know, to the being because of we from here. And then when I think about how he used us, bro, I'm telling you. And then everybody that been around, that been here from day one, they even heard Chosen say how me and
I'm
Rob.
gonna tell you how homeless cities are just like what King Rob said. Watch this. Andrew Holmes, Chicago activist on the street homeless. Right here, look.
Well, some of the people most impacted by
Crazy
the
shit.
Pulaski blast are the city's homeless. And to help raise awareness of their struggles, crisis responder Andrew Holmes actually slept outside all night at the Lawrence Avenue Viaduct in Uptown. Well,
Yeah, I
CBS 2's
see
Mike
why you would
Puccinelli
be
is
out
there
there
now,
sleeping with the
and he has
homeless.
more on the risks of being exposed to this brutal cold.
Take it
Mike?
now. Get her, get him.
Hi, on any given night in Chicago, there are more than 5,000 homeless people, and that is a conservative number. Of course, many of those folks spend the night in shelters. Many others tough it out outside, like the folks that you see behind me here. Among them, on this particular night, activist Andrew Holmes. He decided to spend the night in the cold in order to highlight the plan.
He don't look like he homeless. He ain't homeless. Watch this.
Shutdown of a 72-bed shelter that's just a few blocks away. The reason, a funding shortfall. Activists say they just need $100,000 to stay open for another year, but the money has dried up and they plan to close 2 days before Christmas. Holmes says that could literally cost lives.
Quit wasting money, spending dollars everywhere when you can.
They got Andrew Holmes labeled as a crisis responder. I thought he was an activist. I thought he was an FBI agent. Why they list him as a crisis responder? Boy, that title speak volumes to me. Shit. And you out there with the homeless? You mean to tell me, bro? All the people that was homeless and this man came up here and you like, damn, I ain't never seen you here before. Cause if you go to a homeless camp, them folks, that's like a hood. Like, damn, who the fuck is you? I told y'all about crisis actors, bruh. This is what they do. This is what Chicago known to do. Why did check them out?
Spend it here. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I was down here 2 years ago, and I slept with them down here in a cardboard box. Ain't nothing changed. Just more homeless people, more homeless children.
Homeless people and homeless children.
And Holmes.
That sounds like an FBI agent. Like, yeah, we need you on the stakeout. Half of these people on medication anyway, cause a lot of homeless people be sick. Then they got drug problems, and they're gonna be up on the medication. So you keeping up with all their health records and all this. So there'll be a perfect time for you to be like, snatch her. We need that. We need to go on. If she finna get high right now, let's get her right now. Boom, she high. Boom. Andrew Holmes finna pull up in that truck. Tell my, hey, brown sugar. Hey, now you know what I'm saying. Jump in that truck. He finna give you some of that powwow sauce. You know what I'm talking about? That powwow drug. And you hit that motherfucker. And this thing, you know, you don't know what happened to you. And you never woke up again. And they took all your organs and everything. Cause you know, when it come to homeless people, they don't reach out to family. See what I'm saying? This Chicago for you, bro. Right, Andrew Holmes? Right, Barbara? So I just want to show the world. No wonder why y'all got the same bloodline. This shit crazy. I ain't gotta do nothing but just show you this image alone. And I ain't gonna say nothing. Do what I did. You'll be like, man, Trey Gang, I'm so glad you pressured me to do this shit. I see what you saying now, and I'm riding with you. 1,000 Jack. Oh, then you finna see all the, man, name one YouTuber, TikToker talking about this type of tea. Nope, not that one. Nah. You really finna break up the whole shit. Look, this what you finna break up. You finna break up all the gang violence. If you expose this, man, watch how the crime rate finna go down dramatically. Whoa. Man, the crime finna drop dramatic, cause you gonna be like, damn, why you don't hear all these people coming up missing in this state or that state and that state? But when it comes to these states and other look, yeah.
Homeless children.
And Holmes said it was absolutely brutal trying to sleep through the night. He said the noise was bad alone, but then, of course, the cold on top of that made it absolutely horrendous. He was barely able to get a wink in. And, of course, he was empathizing with the folks that do this each and every day.
See that? Look at this shit.
Well, you can definitely feel the drop in weather. We've been out all afternoon into the evening. It is getting very cold at this hour. One man tonight choosing to sleep outside, sending a message to Chicagoans and leaders at City Hall.
You know, I just got my blanket, little jacket. You know, I got to put myself in their shoes. You know, I got to sleep like they sleep.
Community activist Andrew Holmes bearing the brutal cold, sleeping outside Chicago City Hall tonight.
We need to help our homeless veterans, and we need to help the homeless families that are on the streets. And usually I sleep right out here in front of the City Hall to get that message and ask them, come out here and sleep on this concrete.
Below zero wind chills grip the Chicago.
Ooh, somebody stop Trey Gang right now. This hard for me to do this shit, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Don't y'all think they ran about the same age frame? And it's so easy when you look at. I want to know what Andrew Holmes was raised up in. And shit. Once they get to talking about, yeah, you know, when they get on that camera, like, yeah, you know, I'm raised in this side, so I can relate to the crime. Oh, yeah, okay, keep talking about that, because you just showed me where you from.
Come out here and sleep on this concrete.
Below zero wind chills grip the Chicago area overnight after a fairly mild day.
It's unusual, but I'll take it. It's nice that it's warmer, and we can get out and enjoy our lakefront.
Naturally, anytime the sun's out in Chicago, you got to get down by the lake, so why not? Enjoy it while it's here and counting down the days till it's summer again.
With a frigid week and another quick cold snap on the way, there's a narrow window to get out and enjoy it.
We looked at our phones and it was 32 degrees and we said we have to go outside since we've been inside for a couple.
And that's crazy. They like, shit, it's cold out there. Shit, we go out jogging this shit. Why you got black peoples in that motherfucker on the City Hall shivering in holy blankets. Ain't this crazy? Hold up. Look, this what Andrew said. This is struggle right here.
Jacket. You know, I got to put myself in their shoes. You know, I got to sleep like they sleep.
Community activist Andrew Holmes bearing the brutal cold, sleeping outside Chicago City Hall tonight.
We need to help our homeless veterans, and we need to help the homeless
Listen to what this
families.
white
A
person
wind chill
said.
advisory in effect from 11 o'clock tonight until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Watch
With wind
this.
chills expected to be as low
Watch how they
as
film the
20
white
below
people.
zero.
How you
work
feel
out at
about the
gym,
weather?
Put up a screen of being in Florida or Hawaii or August in Chicago, so anywhere but here right now.
This is where I be with my missus.
Some braving the elements, sending a message to help those less fortunate.
Come out here and sleep on this concrete and see how it feels when you at home sleeping on a soft pillow and these families are down here, especially
Man, you ain't
our
finna
veterans
just
and
lay
children.
down and just go straight to sleep like that, Andrew Holmes. Andrew Holmes, wait a minute. You ain't got your phone on you. You ain't even set up. You ain't even slip by an outlet like, let me plug my phone up and shit and watch me some TikTok. Cause you know him, he look like one of them Andy Griffith ass nigga. I got to watch my Andy Griffith now. You see this shit? But if it was your grandmama, and your grandmama would look at him and be like, go ahead, Andrew Holmes. Fight for the goddamn homeless. Shit, he finna get that check. Man, y'all talking about, look, he like, yeah, y'all done sent $100,000 fund to the homeless. We ain't seen none of that. Where the money went? Cause I ain't got a portion of it. So let me do a protest. A one-man protest finna get the money right with the homeless. And everybody still eating goddamn it, fake salami sandwiches. Real talk, look at this shit.
Down here, especially our veterans and children too.
Just with a water bottle.
Andrew Holmes has
And that bitch, when they cut the camera out, he like, shit, let me get my ass up. He ain't even look around like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Make sure nobody ain't shitted on the corner, you know what I'm talking about? He ain't went around. Look, watch this. Check him out. Here he go again. Right, hold on, look. They go Andrew Holmes again. Boy, that boy got me play. Look at him.
I'm out here because we need to bring more awareness to the homeless situation. Even though it's below zero, they out here all year, and it's not enough help being done.
That's how a lot of homeless people get killed by the government, the FBI. They watching you. How you think motherfuckers just go around target all these homeless people and they end up coming dead? And guess who gonna be in charge of the homeless? He the only one talking about it, sleeping with them. Ain't that crazy?
Especially when they're out here in the wintertime. I mean, we have a lot of elected officials that are at home, in a bed, soft pillow, nice heat. You know, I'm asking them to come out here as I ask every year for the last 6 years. Just come out here and lay out here. Come out here and stay in a tent. Come out here and sleep on the ground. Fund the homeless more. If you're going to fund the shelters so that they can have a mental health facility there, access to nurses.
So that means bring them all in our facility so we could get all their hair records and we could set them up.
Counselors and a job training facility on
Sounds
site.
like a serial
And
killer
also
to me.
give them first choice at low income so they can have apartments and homes. Give
Yeah.
them first choice at that instead of letting them stay out on the streets. Well, tonight I've been here since 8 o'clock. It's been brutal. A lot of traffic, a lot of rats running around. The rats are, to me, so friendly that they come close up to you even when you're laying down, and they take their time walking past you.
No, you ain't even see no rat in the snow. You lying now, goddammit. Nah, you ain't seen no rats in the snow, you know what I'm saying? They know what I'm saying? Nah. I know what rats you talking about. You talking about Snoo that's interfering with y'all operation going on. Look what it sound like. You got somebody popping up and you interfering with an investigation.
Take their time walking past you. I only seen one cat out here, but you got a lot of noise, a lot of traffic from the expressway, and I had a few people come up and bring some clothes. They gave me 2 hoodies and a sheet. I'm going to leave that for the individuals that stay out here. This is their home. This is their property. Even though I have some place to stay, I do consider myself right now as being homeless because I'm on their homeland, and I want the awareness to go national so they can.
Why you just didn't bring it to your crib, Andrew Holmes? Shit, I wouldn't even go there, motherfucker. You could be like, you want to come to my house? I'm like, hell no, fuck you got going on. You ain't even got a mustache or a beard. You naked face? Nah, it's something up with you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you was you like, yeah, let me go out here, then you get on your walk and talk, 'cause you know the FBI, you know what I'm talking about, got special advanced tools and technologies, you know what I'm saying, and be like, oh yeah, look, we got one finna make it go straight to the 7-Eleven right now. Pull up in that white van, you know, it's like a prostitution ring, you know, they'll set you up in a prostitution ring. Just say you done got your chick first of the month, like, oh yeah, let me give me a brick of crack right quick, some blow, you know what I'm saying, and give me a hoe. And this time, you know, they set it up in a prostitution ring. Now, boom, buzz you trying to get you some cookies, you know what I'm saying, them thunder cookies, you know what I'm talking about. And this thing, you know, the white van pull up like, you on the resin, like, oh my God, I'm busted, and I'm gonna read your right. And then you think you going to jail. Nah, you ain't going to jail. Man, your ass finna pull up at a big ass, pretty ass mansion. Like, what the fuck going on? You know, what the happened? You know what I'm saying? They were like, yeah, we just need your kidneys out this judge. You know what I'm saying? My kidneys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to have them. Nah, you can't have these. Well, you ain't got no choice because we want them. And when we get your kidney, when you dead and gone, and we gonna fillet you. We finna chop you up, cause you know then you gotta have a shelf. Man, just imagine your last moment you in it, you sitting on a table and the shelf on top of you, like, all right, bring me that cream butter out of there. All right, I got the cream butter. What a salt? What, yeah, I got to get my crochet salt. Yep, got salt. Check. All right, cut that oven up to 350 degrees. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit his ass. You know, I'm gonna sit his ass for 2 minutes on each side. You know what I'm talking about? Man, alive too. You know this shit alive, cause everybody finna watch this shit. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'll watch that shit like that. I'm finna see what finna happen here. Like. Man, that man finna look. They gonna how do you gonna just imagine you handcuffed. Look, you handcuffed right behind your back, and they got you some leg restraints on your ankles, and they put your ass on a flat top. Man, you don't think you finna do the worm? The worm. Man, you finna do the worm like a motherfucker to get that man. Your ass finna be. Man, you heard me, man. And then you finna flap like a fish, like out of water, like blam, blam, blam. Then everybody finna be clapping this shit out and leave like, oh my God, this is like entertaining. This is like going to a restaurant and a Chinese restaurant, and they make the flames, you know what I'm talking about? How they twist the egg and shit, you know, make it spin and hit that hoe one time and crack pretty and shit. Yeah, all that old stuff. Man, you on that jump flapping on that motherfucker. Boom! Then that boy spreading butter on you. You know, putting that butter garlic on you. You know what I'm talking about? They done shave your head and everything. Look, they done shave all your body hairs off. Man, look, they were like, yeah, put him in the tub right quick. You know what I'm talking about? Shit shaving beige. You know, make that nigga take a dump, all that. And then this thing, you know, man, them folks finna handcuff you and throw your head. Look. Shit, I wouldn't even be surprised. They were like, "Nah, look, make them stand up and make them walk on a goddamn it hot a hot flat top." That's where tap dancing came from. That's where tap dance came from. Cause if you see how niggas were tapping old foots, that's when they had motherfucker walking on cover like, "Yeah, nigga, You better stick to the frequencies, you know. And niggas started tap that, and they were amazed, like, damn, that nigga still tap that. Your foot ain't burned, and they were like, damn, he got to be be the chosen one. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God! And this shit for real, y'all. This ain't no joke. They actually do this stuff. That's what Epstein was doing. You can read that shit in the Epstein report. Look, that's the reason why they don't run up in these celebrity matches when they be having these type of allegations against them. Because if you find out who the maids and the butler is, you'll be like, man, these people in slavery. These is foreigner people. What's up, Jimmy? Hi, y'all. What going on? You did what I'm talking about. Glad you in there, John. Look, watch Andrew Holmes spying on the poor people so they come up missing.
Do more and fund more homeless programs and take some of these abandoned schools and maybe turn them into some apartment complex and fund that facility, whoever can own one, to help these people, no matter what race, creed, or color they are.
There go Andrew
This
Holmes.
frigid hour, hundreds of homeless people are out on city streets, and now a crowdfunding donation could help them stay safe.
CBS 2's Lauren Victory is live in Uptown to explain this one for us. Hi, Lauren.
Hi there, Aaron and Mike. Well, this Lawrence Avenue homeless shelter was destined to close its doors right before Christmas when the city and a foundation donation came to the rescue. Now, more financial help. City activist Andrew Holmes presented Northside Housing and Supportive Services with a $10,000 check this morning. The money comes from about 150 online donations. Holmes started a GoFundMe page after spending the night with the homeless last month. He plans to continue the digital campaign and will deliver whatever else is raised to homeless services.
What? And I still bet you they still eating fake salami sandwiches. And that $10,000 didn't even went to the homeless shit. What $10,000 gonna do? Really though? Watch this. Look at this shit, bro.
Across the city.
And I'd like to thank the donors of the city of Chicago, those who I do not know, those who I hardly want to thank. My heart goes out to them.
This funding will also go towards maintaining the program. It'll also go
Northside Housing and whoa. That ain't the homeless people.
Towards making the necessary renovations and capital improvements to make the space better for our participants.
I'm told those improvements include fixes to shower, bathrooms, and flooring. Shelter organizers want you to continue your support and add that every...
Yeah, so $10,000 saved the goddamn building. Here we go again.
December day just before the new year. The
When the
often
coat
overlooked
giveaway.
cleaning supplies they need to weather the winter.
They need help. They need coats. They need food. The children need to have somewhere to be safe.
Community activists.
And I bet you every coat got a tracking device on it. Like, ooh, I'm warm. That motherfucker might be so warm, that motherfucker gonna cook you on the inside. Man, you put one of them coat and zip it up, that motherfucker might don't unzip. You see what I'm saying? They might got a chip in that motherfucker. They like, yeah, try that on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, scratch out of it. And that motherfucker freeze in the stands like, oh my God, what the fuck, I can't move. And put your ass in that white van. And you gone, and you ain't never know, like, damn, these people got real technology. Look at how the government work. They targeting homeless people.
Andrew Holmes teaming up with FM omni-channel radio stations to give out those coats, hats, and other cold weather supplies, along with a hot meal to warm hearts and bodies.
The bottom is getting ready to fall out. It's getting ready to get real cold. There are people who are a paycheck away.
You don't trust him. Look at Andrew Holmes in the back. Watch this.
The bottom is getting ready to fall out. It's getting ready to get real cold. There are people who
see how he look. You see how Andrew Holmes look. You see how Andrew Holmes like he know he capping. Look, watch how Andrew Holmes walk by that camera and look at the camera like, yeah, he capping. Look. Well, stop lying, goddamn.
Millions of dollars are spent to house and help newly arriving asylum seekers to remember and remedy the chronically unhoused in the city.
Let's take it home, take everybody off the streets overnight. You're doing it already when the buses come in here.
According to the Point in Time count of the unhoused in Chicago nearly a year ago, there were almost 4,000 non-asylum seekers experiencing homelessness on that night. Of that, nearly 1,000 of them were living on the streets. That's likely a large undercount. Compare that to the explosion of new migrant arrivals in need of secure housing, almost 31,000 of them as of Thursday morning. The gratitude is palpable with.
So shit, what they raised the money for then? And motherfucker still poor. It sounds like, man, them folks just invested like, yeah, give me that $10,000, you know, yeah. Yeah, look, what y'all do with the $10,000? Shit, we done bought some mighty winning with them jobs. Look, shit. Man, let's feed them folks them little hot dogs, you know what I'm saying? They done went to the hot dog, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, how much you know what I'm saying? Give me 1,000 hot dogs. And this for the whole news crew, the staff and everybody, before the homeless get it. So they really cooking it for them first, you know what I'm talking about? Man, these folk got our man fucked up, bro. Like, yeah, and then all these smoke sausages, these ain't even real hot dog. I bet you they got a chip in it. So when you run, you can't hide. You be like, damn, how the police know where I'm at all times? You can be at the store stealing like a mug, and the police finna pull up. Like, how they get it so fast? That hot dog came with that chip. Look, Andrew Home, all the home. Look, here you go.
They said nothing could
Come
fix
on,
it,
man.
but wait till you see this.
That's how he get his money.
If your back is layers of clothing are necessary today if you have to head outside into the dangerous cold. Now imagine you have to stay in the bitter temperatures all night. CBS 2's Susanna Song live in the South Loop, where activist Andrew Holmes spent the night outside with the homeless. Hi, Susanna.
And I bet you every night that he came up sleeping that night, I bet you somebody came up missing. Somebody came up missing, goddammit.
Good morning, Aaron. It is so easy to complain when it is this cold outside, but the sad reality is that the homeless do this every night. They sleep out here even when the temperatures are in the negative double digits. Community activist Andrew Holmes joined them here last night in the virtual tent city to draw attention and raise awareness about the need for more resources to help the city's homeless population. He arrived here around 8 o'clock last night. At least a dozen people call this area on the exposed embankment along the dam.
Look what he got on. That man look like Michael Myers. He look bigger than what he look like. You'll never identify him on the camera. You'll be like, who killed him? You'll be like, it's gotta be a 300-pounder dude. About 6'2", 6'4", something like that. He a big dude. What? That's Andrew Holmes like a motherfucker.
Ryan, their home. The temperatures right now are downright dangerous. So without proper clothing or shelter, there could be dangerous consequences. You've been here since 8 o'clock last night. What has it been like? Be honest.
Brutal, cold, a lot of rats running around, but they need a lot of help out here.
Raps.
They need to have first-hand to apartments.
You talking about snoop.
First-hand to.
That's a code word. He ain't talking about real rats. He talking about there's a lot of rats around here. He ain't talking about no rodents. He talking about a rat in the neighborhood that's snitching. He watching all the snitches, keeping the eye on the snitches. This how look. This out, bruh.
Help facilities, and you know, the legislators and elected officials need to come out here and lay down and sleep and see how they feel.
There are shelters like the Franciscan Outreach on the west side housing the homeless. Nearly all of its 342 beds.
Shit, where everybody at on that, John? I don't see nobody on these beds. I don't see nobody on these motherfuckers, bro. Won't you think you supposed to have these beds and everybody be like, yeah, man, I thank you getting me out the world. You will never see a a homeless person, and these people donate all their money, and they get like, yeah, we got the beds now. Yeah, thank you. I can sleep good now. All I just want a good sleep. None of this. Beds naked than a motherfucker. That's Andrew Home. Lying like a motherfucker. Look.
Beds are booked for the night. Now, warming centers are available during these extreme conditions during the day, but there is the Garfield Center, which is open 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Andrew Holmes signed and murder child. Uh-oh. Woo-wee. Then when you go to this Andrew home, boy, look at all this shit that he got going on. Golly. See this shit? Propaganda, bro. Now he known for this shit.
A 6-month-old girl was shot and killed in
Yep.
Chicago this week, all while her dad
Sure
was
did.
changing her diaper. Police are saying that gang violence is to blame for this. Joining me now from Chicago is community activist Andrew Holmes. Andrew, you've been shot yourself, so this is something that you're familiar with personally, but you started your own hotline to try to stop this sort of thing happening, like what happened to this poor little 6-month-old baby girl. How does this whole hotline work?
Well, what we do, we circulate flyers out with our 1-800 number. I have a 24-hour call center, and also we use social media to make contact with anybody who knows any information about any violent crime, not only in Chicago. This is a nationwide hotline number.
Okay, so to try to get those people off the streets, possibly. What is a typical...
That's why he always be on the first one on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's why he always be the first one on the scene, sleeping with the homeless, to finding dead bodies before the police get there, and then, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. That's all I just want to show y'all. Bye, y'all. Man, Trey Gang, love y'all, man. Y'all be cool and y'all be safe, and I'll be back with some more hot tea, because I got some surveillance footage for y'all. And I'm out, gang.